At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on the pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Bomengen Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and welcome to Thermopolis basketball here. Getting ready for Lady Bobcats basketball. Start promptly here at about 2:30, and we're waiting on JV game just got over, so waiting for the Lady Panthers to come out, and as the Lady Cats are warming up as we speak. And like I stated last night, I'll be running solo today, so hopefully my voice holds up. It seems like it feels a little better than it did yesterday, so appreciate those of you with us. Again, I'm Kevin Gerber without Travis Bomengen today, and moving forward through the rest of the season, this will be last regular season game for Powell, or for Thermopolis against Powell, and it'll be their final game in the conference as well, so an important one for both of the girls to kind of go in with some, hopefully with some moving forward going into regionals, have some momentum that'll play off for them as well. And so those of you listening on 101.7 KDNO, want to thank you for spending some time with us, and then those of you also on the Wild Today channel on YouTube, appreciate you streaming this as well. And thanks to all of our sponsor, including our pregame show here, sponsored by Gachi. Just to appreciate them spending some time with us as well. And as we move forward, you know, like I said, last time the Lady Cats played Powell, it wasn't the prettiest outcome. They did play really well for a few quarters against them, and then Powell kind of ran away with it, ended up beating the Lady Cats. So Lady Cats looking to come out and play with a little more emphasis on running up and down the court, little faster, running things at a little bit better pace, hopefully, and getting some scores up as well. So yeah, we have about 8 minutes left here before the game does start, and JV game, like I said, just got over, so some of the Lady Cats not quite out of the locker room after the post-game talk there by Coach Despain, and then they'll come out and be ready to go. So it is senior night here as well for Powell, and I believe I got word that they'll be doing their they'll be doing their show or their senior night recognition between the two games, so between the varsity girls and varsity boys games. So won't be doing any of those things now, and then we'll get going after that. So we're going to take a quick break here, and I'll be back for our Edward Jones Keys to the Game right after this.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
All right, welcome back to Lady Bobcat Basketball. And we're going to go ahead and start with Edward Jones Keys to the Game presented by Travis Winger. And we are going to continue with this Gotchi pregame show as we move forward. Just want to, again, thank all of our sponsors and everything as we move forward. And for our Keys to the Game today, really, unfortunately, Lady Cats kind of took a step backwards last night against the level Lady Bulldogs as they played them pretty close for the first quarter, and then kind of sloppy basketball between both teams. And then for some reason, Lady Cats just couldn't quite get everything moving forward in the right direction, and the level Lady Bulldogs were able to kind of take off, and they ended up really getting a boost going and really won the game there just by, they kind of started getting everything under control, not having turnovers, things like that. So ended up winning that ball game. So Lady Cats really need to focus on, I think, coming out and starting strong, starting fast, especially against this Powell Lady Panther team. Make sure that they get in their offense fast. They also did a great job over the last several weeks of running a good offense and at a good pace. And they really got into it early last night and then kind of got out of it again and struggled on knowing where to go with the ball. And so hopefully the Lady Cats will kind of get in that rhythm again and do that. So they're really going to need to come out fast. Again, Travis talked about it last night. I think senior leadership is going to be a huge part of this, especially as they're getting closer to the postseason and getting into some of these tournament games that, the girls that have been there and have played in those games, it's really important that they kind of bring along and help out the girls to understand that. So I think that's going to be really important as well. And then we talk about it every week, and I just think it's going to be really important as well that the girls stay out of foul trouble. Powell moves the ball really well. They have some height advantage against our girls as well, so they're just going to have to be smart with the ball and know when they're going up against the Lady Panthers that they're just going to have to play tough, solid defense, but don't foul. So that'll be our keys to the game today against the Lady Panthers. And again, thanks to Edward Jones, keys to the game presented by Travis Winger. And as we continue to move through our Gotchi pregame show, again, thanks to those of you that are listening on 101.7 KDNO, and also to those of you that are spending some time with us on the Wild Today YouTube channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that bell for notification, especially going into the postseason here next week, that because those game times can be kind of all over the place, anywhere from 9 a.m. until 8 or 9 p.m. So just then you get a good notification that lets you know that we're getting ready to get going and started on those as well. So we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll get through the national anthem, and then after that we will come back with the Sutherland starting lineups right after this.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. Seven Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m. When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and we're back here as we're getting ready for the starting lineups for both Lady Cats and Lady Panthers. And as we move forward here, looks like they're going to announce all of the seniors for the Lady Panthers. So looks like they have 6 seniors maybe tonight, so it looks like they're going to announce all of them, similar to what the boys did last night as well. And so we're going to look forward to that as well. I'm going to try to center my camera here a little bit better as well. And I've been messing with my volumes as well, so hopefully we'll get you a little bit closer to not having to touch the dial in between your commercials and your talking. So to start off here for the Lady Panthers, number 2, Wacy Harvey will start. Number 10, Addie Thorington will start. Also, number 20, Maddie Campbell. And also number 22, Cami Jensen. And then also number 44, Megan Jacobson. And Kokoro Baba, she got announced, but she'll come in as the 6th man. And for Lady Cats, we have number 2, Dazzlin Hunt, number 3, JC Bassey, number 5, Cameron Farrell, number 10, JC Owsley, and number 23, Ruth Ann Johnson. So looking forward to playing here, and like I said, I'll be running both the camera here and then doing these things, so I will do my best to honor that better than I did the last time when we did the level game. So don't be afraid to shoot a comment my way if all of a sudden you're realizing I'm not keeping up. So I know a few of you are listening, so I appreciate you spending some time with us as well as we get ready to kick off Lady Bobcat basketball here between Lady Cats and the Lady Panthers from Powell. So tip goes there to the Lady Panthers, and Maddie Campbell will have it up at top. She'll pass it inside to Megan Jacobson. Pass over to Wacy Harvey. Kick it back out to Maddie Campbell. And it looks like they're going to call a blocking foul on, they call that, yeah, it looks like they're going to call that on JC Owsley. So again, hopefully we won't get caught in foul trouble again. An early foul here, only 20 seconds into this first quarter. Over to Thorington. Thorington's going to pass it up, and it gets passed across to Cami Jensen, and she'll get it back into Maddie Campbell's hands. Maddie Campbell will pass it across to Wacy Harvey. Lady Cats running a little man-to-man defense here. Pass into Thorington. Thorington goes up for the shot. Good defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson. Dazzlin Hunt comes down with it. She'll get it into the hands of Cameron Farrell and get it into Dazzlin Hunt in a 1-4 set here. Pass it over to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann Johnson passes up the 3, but she'll take it right at Thorington. She kind of puts it up over the shoulder. Shot goes up. Thorington's able to save it. And then ball gets into the hands of Cami Jensen. And drives all the way in. Shot is up and good by Cami Jensen. So now some pressure coming from the Powell Panthers after the make. Pass it into Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell's going to pass it up to, good pass there from Ruth Ann Johnson to JC Bassey, unable to make it. JC Bassey Ruth Ann Johnson tries to tip it back in, but she gets her own rebound. So they'll reset up at the top of the key here with JC Owsley. Pass it over to Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell will pass it over to JC Bassey. JC Bassey dribbling up at the top, a little handoff to Ruth Ann. Good cut there by JC Owsley. Ruth Ann dribbles it to baseline. She'll kick it back out to the top of the key. Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt gets it. Pass over to JC Bassey. Back up to Dazzlin Hunt. Good hard bounce pass in there to JC Owsley. Looks like she's going to get fouled there by number 20, Maddie Campbell. And that'll be first team foul on Powell and the Lady Panthers. Dazzlin Hunt's going to call in a play here for out of bounds. Good cut there by Ruth Ann Johnson. Kick back out to JC Bassey. JC Bassey with a long 3. Shot is up. No good. Fighting over the rebound. Maddie Campbell comes down with it as she dribbles it up the court. Dribbles with her left hand. She'll kick it back out of trouble there to Cami Jensen. Cami Jensen gets it to the top to Wacy Harvey. Now into Thorington's hands. Thorington puts the ball over the top of her head. Now she's going to drive all the way. Good defense by Ruth Ann Johnson. She gets a block there Dazzlin Hunt gets it. Dazzlin tries to get rid of it. Steal there by Wasey Harvey. Wasey Harvey gets another block by Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann comes down with the rebound. Great defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson. Great sequence there. Cameron Farrell now going to drive it up fast. Gets it out to J.C. Owsley. J.C. Owsley too strong on that. J.C. Bassey with a good offensive rebound. So good rebounding by the Lady Cats right here. Passes back out to J.C. Owsley. J.C. Owsley dumps it inside to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann Johnson, good head fake, kind of expecting maybe to get blocked. And rebound will come down to Wasey Harvey. Wasey Harvey's going to go all the way and goes in for a bucket. So quickly on the scoreboard here, 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Cats trailing 4-0 to the Lady Panthers. Ruth Ann to Cameron Farrell. Long three goes up, no good, and rebound comes down to Megan Jacobson. Megan will get the ball into Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell will pass it up to Jensen. Jensen, good pass there into Megan Jacobson, and Megan Jacobson makes it. So a real quick timeout here for Coach Villa. 4:38 left in the first quarter. Panthers up 6-0. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
All right, and we're back here for Bobcat basketball. Lady Cats out of the timeout. They're going to get the ball out of bounds underneath their opposing court, so they're going to try to bring it up against some pressure here by the Lady Panthers. Good dribble there by J.C. Owsley to get out of trouble. She'll bring it up here, gets it into Cameron Farrell's hand. Cameron will pass it back over to J.C. Owsley. J.C. gets it back up to Cameron Farrell to get offense set up over to J.C. Bassey. J.C. Bassey looks down low, passes it to Dazzlin. Good move by Cameron Farrell. Shot is up and good, and gets an and one opportunity here. Good entry pass there by Dazzlin Hunt. All right, and so that foul will go against Cammie Jensen. That'll be her first foul, team's second. So Cameron Farrell will have an opportunity here for and one opportunity down. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 4:13 left here in the first quarter. Bobcats trailing 6-3 as she makes that shot. Passes up to Cammie Jensen. Passes into Thornton. Thornton will hard pass there. Good defense by J.C. Owsley. She blocked the cutter there from able to get in. As Sage Kidd tried to cut across the key there. Dazzlin Hunt now with the ball. She'll pass it to Cameron Farrell. Much better against the press than the last time that they saw these girls. J.C. Owsley with a pull-up jumper up and is good. So good play there by J.C. Owsley. And long pass there from the Lady Panthers, and it goes out of bounds again. So another turnover for Lady Panthers. Lady Bobcats basketball. Dazzlin Hunt set to take it out. So much better against the press so far. This time Cameron Farrell doing a great job of breaking the press, where last time they played she just had a tendency of turning it over. J.C. Bassey fighting hard for the ball there. Ends up getting it, gets it into Ina Kings as she checked into the game for Lady Cats. J.C. Owsley now will call out a play. She'll get it into Cameron Farrell's hands. Cameron Farrell will pass it out to J.C. Owsley. J.C. Owsley will pass it over to, I apologize, J.C. Bassey to Owsley. Owsley then will drive in. She's looking for somebody to cut. She'll pass it out to Ina King. And they're going to call a foul there on Lady Panthers. The foul will go on Sage Kidd. That'll be her first, team third foul. So Dazzlin Hunt setting up on the sidelines here. She passes it into Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell's going to set them up in their offense. She drives to the top, passes it to the left side over to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt to the Ina King up at the top. We'll pass it over to Cameron Farrell. Cameron thinks about a three, but she'll get J.C. Owsley cutting in the middle of the key. J.C. Owsley, a tough 15-foot shot, up and good. Good play there by both of the girls as they pass it around. So ball will get into the hands of Maddie Campbell. Campbell will get it into Thornton's hands. Thornton's going to drive, and shot is up. Oh, and they're going to call that on the floor. It was good, but it looks like they're not going to count that one. And that will go against Ina King. That'll be her first foul, team's second. As Ruth Ann Johnson checks in for J.C. Bassey. So set to take the ball out here is Caitlin Floy. She's going to get stolen from, her pass gets stolen by Cameron Farrell. And now J.C. Owsley will bring the ball up. Drives it over to the right-hand side, gets it up to Cameron Farrell. Tough pass for her to catch, but able to get it. Oh, picture dribble up a long ways. Good kind of play there by J.C. Owsley to try to save it. Floy ends up with the ball here. She passes it up ahead. Shot is up and is no good by Kidd. Rebound by Floy. Floy shoots a wild shot up, no good. Ruth Ann Johnson gets another rebound. And now Dazzlin Hunt has the ball. Pass it up to Cameron Farrell. Has numbers if they can get ahead of the game here. Dazzlin Hunt with it. Pass it over to J.C. Owsley. Owsley down into Ina King. Ina passes out to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann with a three. Shot is up. No good. Good rebound there by Wacy Harvey. Harvey passes it up to Floy. Good defense there by Cameron Farrell. Ina King and Floy jumping around on the ground to try to get the ball. Ball ends up in Wacy Harvey's hands. She'll pass it across the court to Sage Kidd. And now up the top, Maddie Campbell has the ball. And she'll pass it over to Wacy Harvey. Wacy Harvey then will pass it inside. And Sage Kidd, shot is up, bounces around, no good. Dazzlin Hunt with the ball, she'll pass it up to Cameron Farrell. J.C. Owsley with a long three, shot is up, no good. And rebound comes down to Thornton. Thornton then will get it into Campbell's hands. She's going to drive it up, gets it into the middle. Good pass there to Floy. Floyd's going to go up. Good defense. Oh, looked like good defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson. No, looks like she's going to hit her on the arm on that. That will be her first foul, team's third. So that will send Floy to the line. First one is up and is good for Caitlin Floy. And J.C. Bassey checks in for Dazzlin Hunt now. So Floy with an opportunity for a second free throw here. Game's tied 7-7, minute 23 left in the first quarter. Second one is up, rattles in and out. Ruth Ann Johnson with another rebound. Ruth Ann jump pass to J.C. Owsley. J.C. Owsley, kind of gets wild with it, but it gets it into Ina King's hand. Ina will kick it, but tough pass there to J.C. Owsley. Floy with another steal. And she's going to just let the ball just roll out of bounds and goes off of Ina King. So the ball will go out of bounds to the Lady Panthers. So just 1:05 left here in the first quarter on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Still tied 7-7. Floy with the ball at the top of the key. Now just under a minute left to play. Ball gets into Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell will pass it into Wacy Harvey. Wacy Harvey down low into Kidd. Kidd goes up with the shot. It looks like Ina King is going to get her second foul. So she'll go to the line to shoot two. And that will be on Ina King. That's her second, team's fourth. And looks like Austin Slagle set to check in for her. Oh, no, was going to check in for Ina King, but Coach Villa called her back to the bench. So shot is up and is no good for Kidd. Well, first one is a miss. So Lady Panthers 1 of 3 right now from the free throw line. Under a minute left here, tied at 7-7 still. And Kidd's second shot is up and no good. Ina King comes down with the rebound. She's going to get it into Cameron Farrell's hands. And pass it back out to J.C. Owsley. J.C. Owsley with a long pass down to J.C. Bassey. Good catch by her. J.C. Bassey goes up and will get fouled as she goes up for a shot. So great effort there by J.C. Bassey. Foul there will be on Sage Kidd. That'll be her second, team fourth. So J.C. Bassey with the opportunity at 2 free throws here. First one is up and it's good. Good shot there by J.C. Bassey. So that'll give Lady Cats a 1-point lead over Lady Panthers going in towards the end of this first quarter. 41.7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Second one is up and is good by J.C. Bassey. So 2 for 2 for J.C. Bassey there. Now they get the ball into Wacy Harvey's hands. Gets it back over to Megan Jacobson. Megan Jacobson passes it back to Wacy. And shot is, oh, no good. Shot is up by Thornton. Shot's no good. But Floyd gets the rebound. Shot is up and good there. Now J.C. Owsley with it. She'll bring it up. She's looking at the clock. Less than 10 seconds pass over to Ina King. Ina King will back it back out. Long shot up. No good. Floyd's going to let it go out of bounds. Clock's still running. Stopped a little bit late. 3.3 seconds left there. And ref's going to come over and confirm that there should be more time on the clock after another second and a half ran off after the ball went out of bounds. Game is tied 9-9. 4.5 seconds left here. So lots of time here for Powell to run something, get a moving up the court. So Maddie Campbell will have it. She's going to dribble it up. Long three up, and geez, just off the backboard up and no good. So at the end of one, we have a tied ball game, 9-9. So a good showing here by Lady Cats, and we will be back right after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyomingen and Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal and Riverton. The smart way to roll.
All right, and we're back here for the start of the second quarter here. Lady Cats with the ball, and they'll get it to pass out to J.C. Owsley. Pass up to Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell's going to bring it up here, get trapped, but gets it out, gets it to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt with a long shot, goes long, but Floy again getting a rebound. Floy has been kind of everywhere. She comes in off the bench and has gotten a number of steals and a number of rebounds as well, so doing really good for the Lady Panthers. Megan Jacobson will pass the ball in to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell going to try to pass it into Thornton, and good defense again by Ruth Ann Johnson as she gets a steal, pass it to Cameron. Cameron long pass up to J.C. Bassey and just out of reach for J.C. Bassey, but a great look ahead, and like seeing that dribbling with her head up as she looks to pass it up the court. Maddie Campbell with the ball here at the top of the key, setting them up. Looks like the Lady Cats are going to stay in man-to-man. Ruth Ann Johnson doing a great job. Again, Ruth Ann Johnson just stepping around Thornton and getting the steal there, knocking it into J.C. Bassey's hands. And Cameron Farrell will get the ball, pass it up to Dazzlin Hunt. And unfortunately, again, just through the hands. It'd be nice to see the Lady Cats, once they get it across half court, to just slow it up a little bit, get their offense set up, and not feel like they have to rush and get their offense going and get a good shot. Because when they ran their offense, they've done a great job of getting good shots. So Ruth Ann Johnson doing a phenomenal job here on Thornton, playing great defense. Ball gets passed over to Megan Jacobson. Megan Jacobson will pass it down into Thornton. Thornton being just frustrated to lose the ball again. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity for J.C. Owsley. She'll pass it over to, looks to pass it over to Cameron Farrell, but I think Coach Villa and Coach Dad both were yelling for a shot to go up there for J.C. Owsley. Ball does go out of bounds, and Lady Cats retain possession. JC Bassey will get it up to the top for Cameron Farrell. Cameron's going to pass it in the corner. Ruth Ann Johnson playing good defense, and why not reward her and let her score a 3. So the Lady Cats now take a 12-9 lead here with 6.5 left in the first half of this game. Good defense there by Dazzlin Hunt. Maddie Campbell. Thornton now away from the hoop. She's going to pass it inside to Megan Jacobson. Good backdoor cut there by Lacey Harvey. Lacey Harvey scores a bucket. 4 points for her in the game. JC Owsley now with the ball. She's going to pass across to JC Bassey. JC Bassey's shot is up. Oh, rolls around on the rim and goes out. Rebound there by Thornton. Gets it to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell going to pass it up to Lacey Harvey. Lacey Harvey, another chance at a layup. Misses it. Floyd gets a rebound. Shot goes up, no good. And then Lacey Harvey, as she tries to get the rebound, goes out of bounds off of the Lady Panthers. So Lady Cats will have it. Again, doing a phenomenal job against the press this time, where she didn't, where we just struggled with it the last time. Pass into JC Owsley. Good pass there. She'll get it over. Good pass there from Dazzlin Hunt to JC Bassey. JC Bassey again, another try, unable to connect, and Thornton will come down with the ball. Maddie Campbell passes it up to Alexa Richardson. Alexa Richardson kind of out of control, but passes it over. Cammie Jensen ends up with it, and she ends up getting a bucket. 4 points for her also. Dazzlin Hunt gets it into JC Owsley. Owsley passes over to Cameron Farrell. Cameron going to set them up in their offense here. So now Lady Panthers lead 13-12 over Lady Cats. 5:15 left here in the first half. Good move there by Dazzlin Hunt. Turns, shoots it up. Ball goes off the pad and out of bounds. Thornton will get the ball. And as Alexa Richardson gets the ball, good defense there by Bassey, and Bassey will cause Richardson to lose the ball out of bounds. So checking into the ball game for the first time, Cadence Bowman and Maggie Landon both check in as JC Owsley and Dazzlin Hunt get a quick rest. Cameron Farrell setting them up in their offense here. Ruth Ann Johnson comes out, gets a pass into Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon going to drive in, little scoop shot up, and it's good. Great shot by Maggie Landon. Saw her do that last night as well. And shot does not go in, or does go in both last night and tonight. Passes over to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell pass it in. Oh, it looks like, kind of bounced around there. JC Owsley and Megan Jacobson both run into each other. Looks like they're going to call a foul on JC Bassey. All right, looks like the Bobcats are going to have a timeout, so we will take it one as well, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on, and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses, and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
All right, play was underway there after during that ad. Panthers got the ball in, and Maggie Landon picked up her first foul, team's 6th foul. So they will be shooting free throws after this. Oh, one came in after Alexa Richardson. Good up and under shot by her as well. Probably should have been out of bounds if she didn't establish her feet in bounds before she shot. Cameron Farrell with a good hard drive there. Looks like she's going to get fouled by Alexa Richardson. And that will be on Alexa Richardson. That'll be their 5th team foul. So Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 4:19 left here in the first half. Bobcats trailing by 1, 15-14 to Lady Panthers. And Maggie Landon will have it up at the top of the key. She's going to pass it over to JC Bassey. JC Bassey looking for Cutter coming across. Gets it to Maggie Landon. Maggie to Cadence Bowman. Back over to Maggie. Good pass, entry pass there. Ruth Ann Johnson squares up. Pass it back out to JC Bassey. Now I'll get it back out to Maggie Landon. Good patience here by Lady Bobcats as they're trying to be patient on their offense. Ruth Ann Johnson with a long three. Shot is up. No good. Box out there by Megan Jacobson as she gets a rebound. She'll pass it over here to Richardson. Richardson on the near side will pass it up ahead to Cammie Jensen. Cammie Jensen back out to Richardson. Richardson one dribble in, passes it across over to Cammie Jensen. And then she'll pass it over to Coy Erickson. Coy Erickson setting up an offense now. She's going to call for her post players to start back on the post and come back up so she can enter it into them. Passes it over to Megan Jacobson, back out to the top to Coy Erickson. Over to Thorrington. Good defense here by the Lady Cats. Ruth Ann Johnson tried to poke it away there, but from Thorrington. Good drive in there by Richardson. Rebound. Gets around the floor. Ruth Ann Johnson with the ball. She'll pass it up to Cameron Farrell. Cameron again, a cross-court pass, tough cross-court pass, and Maggie Landon goes and ends up into Thorrington's hands for Panthers. Oh, a hard pass there. Goes to Richardson. Don't think that was the intended pass, but it ended up no problem. Coy Erickson with the ball now here at the top, pass it to Thorrington. Thorrington's going to take a three, and she knocks one down of her own as well. So Addie Thorrington finally on the board, so ball will go out of bounds off the Lady Panthers, so Lady Cats will keep the ball. So Dazzlin Hunt, JC Owsley will check back into the game. And Dazzlin Hunt will look to pass it up to JC Owsley. JC Owsley to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann's going to think about a three. Thorrington blocks it, but goes right into Dazzlin Hunt's hands. Dazzlin Hunt cleans it up and finishes with the score. It looks like just how they wrote it up. Pass ahead up to Cammie Jensen. Cammie Jensen will get it in to the hands of Wacy Harvey. Wacy Harvey over to Coy Erickson. She drives in, gets it back to Harvey. Harvey around the top of the key here. She'll get it into Thorrington. Thorrington, good screen and roll pass there to Wacy Harvey. That'll be a second foul on Dazzlin Hunt, I believe. And that will be her second foul. Team's 7, so Wacy Harvey will go to the line to shoot front end of the one-on-one. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, just 2:04 left here in the second quarter. Lady Cats trailing 18-16 to the Lady Panthers. First shot up for Wacy Harvey is up and no good, and a rebound, good rebound there by JC Owsley. Good box out on Floy. So she'll bring it up the this near side here and look to set up the offense. She'll get it into Cameron Farrell's hands. Cameron now picks her dribble up, tries to pass it into Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt establishes good position there, and Cammie Jensen's going to pick up her second foul. That'll be the team's 6th foul. So any foul after this will have either of the teams shooting free throws. Maddie Campbell checks back in for Cammie Jensen after she picks up her second foul. Good move there by JC Owsley. She'll shoot it up, shoots it right into the hands of Sage Kidd, but it looks like maybe, oh yeah, it was Caitlin Floy who was behind her. Ended up fouling her. It was a good block there by Kidd. So JC Owsley now will have an opportunity at 2 shots. She has 4 points, so she can add to that here, hopefully get her 5th and 6th point. Shot is up. Oh, it rattles in and out. 1:48 left here in the second quarter. 18-16. Lady Cats trailing. Be good to get it within a point here. Second free throw for JC Owsley is up and is good. So good to see her make that 1 of 2. Their Lady Cats are 4 of 5 from the free throw line today. Drive in there by Campbell. Campbell pass it out to Erickson. Erickson knocks down the 3. Big shot for Coy Erickson there as the Lady Cats get within 1, and now it's a 4-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Cameron Farrell driving it up the left-hand side. Good job on just a little hesitation dribble there, and Coy Erickson, right as she went to reach, Cameron drove in there, and she'll get fouled on the arm, so she'll have an opportunity, a one-on-one opportunity. So Lady Cats being outscored 12-8 in this second quarter right now, but an opportunity here for Cameron to get it within a single possession. First one is up, is no good. Rebound goes to Coy Erickson. Coy Erickson going to bring it up to the middle of the court. She'll pass it across to Campbell. Maddie Campbell drives left-hand side. Back out to Erickson. She'll pass it to Kidd. Kidd's now going to drive against Ina King. Ina King playing great defense there. Scoop up and under. Good, tough shot, but no good. Good rebound by Dazzlin Hunt. She'll get it to J.C. Alzey. J.C. Alzey up ahead to Cameron Farrell. Good crossover dribble by Cameron. Cameron Farrell, Cameron Farrell goes up for a shot. Shot is up, no good. Coy Erickson will come down with the rebound. Pass the ball in. Good defense again by Ina King there as they're fighting over the rebound here. Floy ends up with the rebound. She'll kick it out. Campbell with a long three. Shot is up, no good. Dazzlin Hunt comes down with another defensive rebound. Cameron Farrell with numbers, pass up to J.C. Bassey, and then they're going to call a travel violation on J.C. Bassey. Lady Cats have just not quite been able to finish those breakaway layups that they've had. They've had a number of them, an opportunity to finish and unable to make it. So 30 seconds left here in this first half as Campbell walks it up, looks for a call from her coach. And they're going to set up probably for the last play here. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows Lady Panthers 21, Lady Cats 17. Now we have 15 seconds left here in this first half. Campbell playing around. J.C. Bassey going to have to get up, so they start counting on Campbell. Try to get her a 5 count. Nope, they're going to pass in. Good effort there by J.C. Alzey to knock it out of bounds as the pass was intended for Floy. So just 6.5 seconds left here in this first half. Campbell will take it out of bounds. She's going to lob it into Thornton. Thornton gets it. Shot is up and good. That was a really nice pass from Campbell. J.C. Alzey with a long three-quarter court shot. Looks like they were not going to count it if it did go in. So at the end of the first half, Lady Panthers 23, Lady Bobcats 17, and we will be back for the Hot Springs Health halftime show right after this.
This broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted Jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
All right, welcome back for Lady Bobcat basketball for the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show. And again, appreciate all of our sponsors as we go through this Bobcat basketball season. And, to go back and talk a little bit about our keys to the game and making sure we're staying out of foul trouble. Really, no one's in foul trouble for the Lady Cats. Two for Ina King and JC Bassey is all. So really, other than that, really good defense by the Lady Cats, playing really well. And they've came out doing what we'd hoped. They started out a lot faster in both quarters, tying them up at the end of one at 9 apiece between Lady Cats and Lady Panthers, and then did get outscored by 6 points in the second quarter to trail by 6. But compared to last time when they really couldn't handle the pressure of the Lady Panthers, and Cameron Farrell has grown a ton as a point guard, and just between these two games you can see that is last time they played, she would catch it in the corner, get trapped, and then really not know what to do with the ball, and she's done a lot better of catching it and just dribbling before the trap gets to her. So really proud of her for how well she's handled that. Ruth Ann Johnson has just played huge against Thorrington down low. She's had a number of steals. She's had a couple blocks. She's done a great job on the boards as well. I think the biggest difference that we're seeing right now is Kaylin Floyd came in off the bench for Lady Panthers, and she's done a phenomenal job of getting a lot of rebounds and giving the Lady Panthers second chances at buckets as well. So it'll be nice to see if the Lady Cats can kind of change that up, hopefully keep the Lady Panthers off the board so much, not giving them chances at second or third shots, because that's really where a lot of their points have came as well. So as we continue the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show, we'll also do One-Eye Buffalo stats at the half. And as we look at the Lady Panthers, they have a number of people in the scoring. They have 7 different scorers. Alexa Richardson with a bucket for 2 points. Wacy Harvey has 4. She has a bucket in each of the quarters. Corey Erickson with that 3 in the second quarter for 3 points. Addie Thorrington, all of her points coming in the second quarter. She ended up scoring 5. She had a 3-pointer, bank 3-pointer, and then the bucket underneath as well, so for 5 points for her. Cammie Jensen has a bucket in each of the first 2 quarters for 4 points. Caitlin Floyd, like I said, she did a lot of work on the boards, scored 3 points in the first quarter, and Megan Jacobson now has a bucket in the first quarter as well. So 9 points for them in the first quarter, 14 for them in the second, for a total of 23. Really good spread out scoring for them. It's what you want to see as a coach, a number of your players getting out and scoring, not all coming from one person. And with that being said, and then as far as fouls go, a single foul for Alexa Richardson, Coy Erickson, Maddie Campbell, and Caitlin Floyd, and then 2 each for Sage Kidd and Cammie Jensen. Other than that, no one in any foul trouble for them, similar to the Lady Cats. Excuse me. Lady Cats, both J.C. Bassey and Ina King both with 2 fouls each. Maggie Landon with a single foul, J.C. Ousley with a single foul, and Ruth Ann Johnson with a single foul. So the Lady Cats have done a great job of staying out of foul trouble in this game. Really a fast-paced first half as well. As far as scoring goes for the Lady Cats, Dazzlin Hunt had that great inbound pass. Ruth Ann Johnson tried to pull up for a 3. It got blocked, ended up right in Dazzlin's hands, and she was able to drive in and make a bucket. J.C. Bassey ends up with 2 points. She went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Maggie Landon with a nice little scoop layup in the second quarter as well for 2 points for her. Cameron Farrell both with a bucket and an and one opportunity, made both of those She went 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 3 points for her. And then JC Owsley scoring 2 buckets in the first quarter and then went 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 5 points. And Ruth Ann Johnson knocking down that 3 after a couple good defensive stands as well. So good for the Lady Cats as well, as they have 6 in the scoring column. So again, that's another great thing for Coach Villa to see the scoring for his team spread around here. So that'll do it for the Wauwnight Buffalo stats at the half. And when we come back, we'll finish up the Hot Springs Health halftime show.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis.
And again, thanks to Wauwnight Buffalo for the stats of the half and our halftime show for Hot Springs Health as well. I know a lot of back in Thermop are listening, probably eating some great food from Wauwnight Buffalo as they're watching the game as well. So appreciate you guys spending some time with us this afternoon on 101.7 KDNO. And also on Wild Today on our YouTube channel. We're going to take one more quick break, and we will be right back for the second half of the Lady Bobcat basketball.
7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m.
All right, and we're back here for the second half of Lady Bobcat basketball. Lady Bobcats will start off with the ball here. Cameron Farrell with it, passing to JC Owsley. Good move by Ruth Ann Johnson as she squares up, decides to not attack Addie Thornton just yet. She'll pass it over to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt now looking, passes it into the high post. Ruth Ann Johnson, tough shot for her over her shoulder there. Shot goes up and no good. Cammie Jensen comes down with the rebound. She'll get it into Maddie Campbell's hands. Maddie will get him set up, and Wacy Harvey with the ball now. She'll drive in, attack the elbow. She'll pass it back out to Megan Jacobson and back into Wacy Harvey's hands, and then pass a tough pass there by Cammie Jensen into Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell set the offense up again here. Pass it over to Wacy Harvey. Wacy Harvey gonna just do a little weave here with Thornton and gets it back into Cammie Jensen's hand. Cammie to Campbell, and then gets it back in to Jacobson's hand. Jacobson passes it out to Jensen. Oh, good pass there, and shot is up and good by Wacy Harvey. Cammie Jensen throwing a great pass in there. Dazzlin Hunt will get it and pass to Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell will bring it up. Now she's going to set up their offense. 8-point lead now for the Lady Panthers over the Lady Cats. The Lady Cats are going to need to get a score here. Try to get this knocked back down to 6 or 5. So as Cameron Farrell just kept having the ball kind of over her head, Cammie Jensen just kind of kept stepping into her, and she'll end up picking up the foul. That'll end up being her third foul, team's first for the second half. And now Caitlin Floyd will check in for her. Dazzlin Hunt set to take it out of bounds. She'll pass it across to JC Owsley. Owsley will drive in. She'll turn around, jump shot up, no good. Thornton will come down with the ball. She'll pass it up to Harvey. Harvey tries to pass it up to Floyd, and both Owsley and Bassey sprinting down will knock the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay Panther basketball. Jacobson will take it out of bounds, looks for the cutter here in Wacy Harvey, but good defense there by Cameron Farrell as she knocks it out of bounds. And Jacobson will set to run a Another inbound pass. Oh, it looks like they'll switch it out, and Maddie Campbell will take the ball out. She passes it up to Thornton. Thornton will get the ball here. She's going to look for a three again. Shot is up and is no good. And Dazzlin Hunt comes down with the rebound again. Lots of defensive rebounds for Dazzlin Hunt. Owsley will have it. She'll get it to Dazzlin Hunt. Back out to Owsley now on the outside. She'll drive baseline here. Good. Oh, tough shot. The shot goes up. And Thornton gets it. Pass it to Campbell, and Dazzlin Hunt, good. Steal there, shot is up, no good. JC Owsley with the offensive rebound and putback. And now Maddie Campbell will bring it up, so a 6-point lead now for the Lady Panthers over the Lady Bobcats. And JC Bassey's glasses will go flying, but it looks like they got their hands in there, and it'll be a jump ball. And then Ina King will check in for Ruth Ann Johnson. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 5:46 left on the third quarter. Lady Cats trailing 19-25 the Lady Panthers. Pass out to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell takes a long three. Shot is up and is good. So kind of what the Lady Cats didn't want to happen here is the Panthers to come out and score right away. Cameron Farrell with a nice drive in, unable to finish another layup right around the rim, struggling there on the little bunnies, kind of the gimmies. Good just drive in there by Caitlin Floy, and man, it kind of the spreading of the waters there. She just cuts right through and able to finish with her left hand. Cameron Farrell will have the ball here at the top of the key, looking for a cutter. Oh, and she'll just throw it away, and not really sure what happened there. Ball would have been out of bounds on Lady Cats, but Megan Jacobson went and grabbed it before it went out of bounds, stepped out of bounds. So go to Lady Cats. So we'll take it. JC Owsley now with the ball in the corner here. She's looking kind of a lot of standing. Cross-court pass stolen by Thornton. Ina King running up from behind, tries to steal it. Shot is up and good by Thornton. That was a tough layup there, and I thought, right as I saw Ina King kind of turn on the Jets, I thought she was going to get to it and be able to knock it away. Cameron Farrell now with the ball up at the top of the key, looking to set up offense. She'll pass it over to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt, oh, another tough pass for Lady Cats, stolen there by Maddie Campbell, and then Dazzlin will get a frustration foul there, called on her. And looks like Cadence Bowman will come in for Dazzlin Hunt, and Ruth Ann Johnson will come in for Cameron Farrell. And Kidd checks in for Lady Panthers. 4:37 here, 32-19 now for the Lady Panthers, 13-point lead. So Lady Cats need to get a stop here. Campbell feeling it. She's going to step back, knock back another three. So 12-2, Lady Cats being outscored by the Panthers in this quarter right now. So JC Owsley is going to set up in the offense here. She'll pass over to Cadence Bowman. Really need to get a bucket here on this possession, one way or another, to JC Owsley. JC Owsley left wide open. Three shot is up and good. Kidd will get the rebound. Good defense there by Ruth Ann Johnson, but a lot of pressure by her, so she's going to pick up the foul. Halfway through the third quarter here, team's second foul. Ruth Ann Johnson's second foul as well. 35-19 now for the Lady Panthers over the Lady Cats. So Lady Cats need to stop here. Defensively, Wacy Harvey with the ball. She'll pass it back out to Maddie Campbell. Need to get a hand in her face as she's knocked down a couple threes. Thornton now with the ball. She's going to go ahead and shoot the three. Shot is long. Wacy Harvey hustles to try to save it. She'll, as she tries to save it, steps out of bounds. So ball will go out of bounds off of Harvey. Cadence Bowman set to check the ball in for Lady Cats. Still pressure here from Lady Panthers. Looks like it's just a full court man-to-man. JC Owsley able to get ahead of Floy here, but Floy still hustling. Will knock the ball away, and it'll go out of bounds. So Lady Cats will keep possession of the ball here. It's funny, actually, I haven't seen a ref kind of refuse to go get the ball. He asked one of the players to go get it for him, so he just stood there. That's all right. Cadence Bowman with it. At the top of the key, she'll pass it to Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann will dribble to the right-hand side looking for a screen. Get it back into JC Owsley. JC pass it into Ina King in the middle of the key. Good hard drive there by Ina King. Defense there by Thornton. Ball's rolling around. Girls are falling on the floor. Oh, Ruth Ann Johnson got to be careful so she doesn't get a third foul. Cadence Bowman tries to pass it up ahead to Ruth Ann and even tried to roll it on the ground, but goes up is no good. And as Cadence Bowman drives, Alexa Richardson looks like she used a body there and knocked her down to the ground. So Cadence Bowman will have an opportunity at 2 free throws. But a lot happened in that play. A lot of girls running into each other, falling on the floor. Ruth Ann, I think, got lucky with not getting her 3rd foul called on her. First of the 2 free throws is up and no good by Cadence Bowman. Dazzlin Hunt, Cameron Farrell checked back in for J.C. Owsley and J.C. Bassey. So the J.C.'s will take a seat, and Cadence Bowman for her 2nd free throw is up and is short, no good. Rebound comes down to Kidd to Thorrington. Thorrington will pass it up to Campbell. Campbell now will drive into the middle of the lane. Tough move there. She'll pass it over to Thorrington, and a lot of the fans calling for a travel, but I think she just took a really long stride for her second dribble and her 2nd step, I apologize, and got a good pass into Thorrington. Thorrington finishes it. Cameron Farrell to Ina King. Ina King going to dribble away out to the half-court line, and she's going to pass it back over to Cameron Farrell. Cameron now looking to drive in, looks to pull up, decides not to shoot it there. She'll get it to Ina King. Ina King off of her foot, and it'll end up in Addie Thornton's hands. And Campbell will get it, pass it up to Floy. Floy will bring it back out, get it into Addie Campbell. Oh, Addie Campbell left wide open. Shot is up and is good. 3 for 3 for Maddie Campbell in this quarter from the 3-point line. So 9 points for her just in this quarter alone. 9 points for her in the game. Good quarter for her, but left wide open on that. Dazzlin Hunt with a tough shot. Shot is up, no good. Cadence Bowman with a good box out, gets an offensive board. Now Ruth Ann Johnson will hand off to Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell gets Cadence Bowman to the corner to Dazzlin Hunt, and then pass it back over to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman attacks the elbow. Ruth Ann Johnson will drive, tough reverse layup there, unable to make it. Thorrington gets a rebound, and then a pass up ahead to Floyd. Floyd's gonna get a head fake in there, and shot is up and is good. And pass up to Cameron Farrell. So a minute and a half left here. 42-19 now. The Lady Panthers have kind of opened up the lead a lot here on the Lady Cats by 23. Cadence Bowman with the ball in the corner here, tries to pass it into Dazzlin Hunt and Maddie Campbell. I think that was a good showing of kind of where we're at right now. The Powell Panthers hustling to every ball, and we're kind of waiting on them to get there. So looks like they're going to have a timeout here, and we will do the same. We'll be right back after this.
When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
All right, we're back here for the last minute 18 here in the third quarter. 42-19, Lady Cats trailing Lady Panthers. Dazzlin Hunt pass to the corner. Cadence Bowman will get it into Dazzlin Hunt. Head fake there, good entry pass into Ruth Ann Johnson. Shots just not quite hard enough. Floyd ends up coming down with the rebound, passes it up to Richardson, and Ina King gets a steal away. So Lady Cats basketball coming back. Cameron Farrell's going to drive in hard with her left hand. She's going to go up. Looks like it's going to be on the floor, so shot is no good. And Coy Erickson will get called for her second foul. That'll just be the team's third foul. And Ruth Ann Johnson set to take the ball out of bounds. She's going to pass it out to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman will shoot the three. Three is up and good by Cadence Bowman. So Cadence Bowman doing a good job last couple games in order. Oh, they called a long two there. Shot is up and no good there by Richardson. Rebound by Kidd. Kidd gets it to Floyd, back out to Kidd now, and then she's going to get it into a guard's hands here, into Erickson. Coy Erickson, a head fake. She's going to drive in tough. Drive in there as Ina King steps over and gets fouled, or fouls Coy Erickson as she drives in. So Coy Erickson will have an opportunity at 2 free throws. And that's Ina King's 3rd foul as well, and team's 3rd. So Coy Erickson ready for the first bucket here. Free throw. It is up and good. And 36.7 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Cadence Bowman will come out, and Ina King, as the JCs check back in, Bassey and Owsley. Second shot is up and off the back of the rim, but Floyd again with an offensive board. She just works hard on the rebounds there. Richardson with a long 3, shot is up, no good. Floyd with another offensive board, pass out to Kidd. Kidd passes it down into Megan Jacobson, and she'll get called for the travel though as she throws that pass. So turnover there by Lady Panthers. Lady Cats ball. JC Owsley's going to bring the ball up. Last 25 seconds of the 3rd quarter, trailing by 22 to Lady Panthers. Ruth Ann Johnson will dribble back out to the top of the key. Passes it to JC Owsley. JC Owsley calling for a screen. She'll pass it to Dazzlin Hunt. Under 10 seconds left here. She'll pass it over to JC Bassey. JC Bassey going to drive in, pass it back out to Cameron Farrell. 3 seconds left. She's going to throw a shot up, just kind of something wild. And then as JC Bassey and Sage Kidd both went to the rebound, and looked like Sage Kidd landed on top of JC Bassey. So at the end of 3 quarters, score is 43-21. Lady Panthers over Lady Cats. We'll be back. Thanks for listening on 101 KDNO. We'll be right back after this.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
So JC Bassey just coming in off the court here as she looked like her left leg kind of got underneath her as she got landed on there by Kidd. Really no foul in that. It just was 2 girls hustling after the ball, and Bassey ended up underneath. So we'll get ready to start the 4th quarter here. Lady Cats trailing 43-21 to the Lady Panthers. We'll just hope JC Bassey is okay, so send prayers down to her in that and hope that she ends up okay. Cameron Farrell here with the ball up the top of the key, looking to set up the offense. She'll pass it into Ruth Ann Johnson. Ruth Ann Johnson looking for someone to cut off her. JC Owsley, she'll step back 3. Shot is up, no good. Maddie Campbell able to get the ball, save it kind of to herself. Maddie Campbell now up the far side, gonna drive it in. No one steps over to stop her, so shot is up, no good. And then looks like as Megan Jacobson went up for the rebound, she must have pushed off there, and so she'll pick up the team's 4th foul, and that's just her 1st foul. No one's still really in any foul trouble. McCamie Jensen with 3 and Ina King with 3, 1 for each of the team. Cameron Farrell bringing the ball up here. She'll pass the ball over to Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt over to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman shot is up, no good. Megan Jacobson with the rebound. She's going to get it into Coy Erickson's hand. Coy's going to pass it up to Maddie Campbell. No one on Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell's going to shoot a 3 again. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Almost made it. Good rebound there by Cammie Jensen. She gets the ball into Kidd's hands, and Sage Kidd's going to be able to shoot 2. And that foul will be on Cadence Bowman. That'll be her first. So Sage Kidd with an opportunity for 2 free throws. First free throw is up and is good. She's now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. First point for her in the game. Her 9th Lady Panther to score for Powell. Second one is up off the back of the rim. No good. Good rebound there by JC Owsley. She'll bring the ball up for Lady Cats. Drives in. Good spin move there. Tough shot. Kind of a runner. Maybe a little bit of a forced shot there, but trying to get something going, and a rebound there by Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell now gets out of trouble dribbling the ball here as all Lady Cats trying to guard her. Good pass across to Coy Erickson. It looks like they're going to call a foul on Dazzlin Hunt. And that'll be Dazzlin Hunt's second foul. Be the team's 5th foul. And now Kokoro Baba will come in for the Lady Panthers. They kind of announced her as the 6th man senior for the Lady Panthers. Pass back out to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell, another 3 up, no good, air ball. And JC Owsley will get the rebound as she was hooked there by Jacobson. Looks like they're going to call a foul on. Yeah, they'll call that on Megan Jacobson. So that'll be their team's 5th foul, her 2nd foul. So good box out there by JC Owsley to get that rebound. 6.5 minutes left here in the game. Lady Cats still trailing 44-21 to Lady Panthers. JC Owsley with it up at the top of the key. She's going to look to pass it across to Cameron Farrell. Cameron Farrell down into JC Owsley, and as JC Owsley jumps to get the ball, Maddie Campbell's going to get a foul called on her. And for Maddie Campbell, that's her 2nd, 6th team foul. So next foul on Panthers will send Lady Cats to the free throw line. Cameron Farrell with the ball, pass over to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman waiting for JC Owsley to come out. Looks like they're going to get an illegal screen by Ruth Ann Johnson. And that will be her 3rd foul, so the 16 foul. So here on out, any fouls called will result in some form of some free throws. So Maddie Campbell will bring the ball up now. Just over 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Baba with the ball as she'll drive in. She'll take it all the way, tries to scoop and score. Kidd gets offensive rebound. Gets offensive board and put back. Now JC Owsley bringing the ball up, pass it into Cameron Farrell. Kidd will swipe the ball away and knock it out of bounds. So Lady Cats basketball. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 5:52 left in the 4th quarter. Lady Cats 21, Lady Panthers 46. Dazzlin Hunt set to check it inbounds. She'll try to throw it to Cameron Farrell, knocked away by Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell having a really good game tonight. Not just offensively, but also playing really good defensively as well. Dazzlin Hunt will take the ball out of bounds. She'll pass it into JC Owsley, back into Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt, one-hand pass, trying to bounce pass it into Ruth Ann Johnson, but Kidd will get the ball and get it into point guard's hand, Maddie Campbell. Maddie will pass it over to Baba. Baba will pass the ball into Kidd. Kicks it back out to Maddie Campbell. Maddie, great pass and feed inside to Sage Kidd, and Sage Kidd with her 5th point. That was a great feed from Campbell into Kidd. Pass over to Cameron Farrell up at the top of the key. Lady Cat's going to have to start picking it up here and getting some points up on the board as they've struggled here. No points in the 4th quarter and only scoring 4 in the half so far. JC Owsley's shot is up, no good. Campbell will get the board. She's going to pass it up ahead to Jacobson. Jacobson with no pressure on her goes off. Baba tries to get the rebound, unable to get it, but Maddie Campbell comes up with the rebound. She's going to pull up for a 3. Shot is up, no good. Off the front of the rim, comes into Cammie Jensen's hands, and then she'll get it back to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell's going to slow it up, set up their offense over to Kokoro Baba, and then as they try to pass it into Jacobson, it looks like Ruth Ann Johnson may have picked up her 4th foul. That will be her 4th foul, and that'll send Jacobson to the line for 1-on-1. As Hannah Hill checks in for the first time, and Austin Slagle will check in as well. So Hannah Hill's first minutes of the game here. 4:45 left here in the 4th quarter. Lady Cats trailing 48-21 to Lady Panthers. Jacobson's first free throw on the front end of the 101 is up and rolls around on the rim, but is no good. Good rebound there, again by Kidd. Lady Cats just needing to put a body on somebody and box out, so multiple possessions here on their end of their court. I think this is maybe the third or fourth shot that they've been able to get up on this possession. Pass over to Kidd. Kidd looking for cutters, cutting through the lane. She'll pass it over to Maddie Campbell. Maddie Campbell thinks about the three, hesitates, shoots a little scoop up and under, layup, and they get it. Girls falling all over the floor. Kokoro Baba shoots it, unable to make it. Jensen will get the ball again, so now we're on fifth or sixth opportunity here for Lady Panthers down on their end of the court. Lots of shots and lots of offensive boards. Kidd has the ball poked away by Cameron Farrell, but she hangs on to possession, tries to pass it in Kokoro Baba. Cameron Farrell will get the steal here, and she's going to drive in with her left-hand side. Pass over to Austin Slagle. Austin shoots the ball up. Looks like she's going to draw a foul from Kidd. Sage Kidd will pick up her third. And that will be her third, and that will give Austin Slagle an opportunity at 2 free throws. That'll be the 7th team foul on Powell as well. Austin's first free throw is up and off the back of the rim, is no good. So Bobcats still held scoreless here in the fourth quarter with just over half of the fourth quarter gone. Cameron Farrell will come out. Maggie Landon will check in. 48-21, Lady Cats trailing Lady Panthers, 3:56 left. Second shot is up and is no good as well. So both free throws go off. It looks like Cadence Bowman knocked the ball out of bounds, and it'll go with the Lady Panthers. So they're going to take a quick timeout. We will do the same. We'll be right back after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone. Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyomingen and Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
All right, plays underway here, 3:52 left in the fourth quarter. As Maddie Campbell will bring it up for Lady Panthers, she'll pass it in. Good steal there by Cadence Bowman as the entry pass into Kidd is taken by Bowman. She'll pass up to Hannah Hill. Hannah Hill, good pass out to Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon, step back three, up and is good. Good shot there by Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon with a bucket in each of the second and now fourth quarter. Jacobson with the ball here, gets into the corner, kind of gets into trouble, pass it out to Kidd. Kidd thinks about the three, steps back, shot is up, is no good. Rebound by Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt has Jensen running behind her, trying to steal it, pass it up to Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon will get it into Hannah Hill's hands. Hannah, no one guarding her. Oh, she passes over to Maggie Landon. She'll come set a screen for Maggie. Maggie tries to drive in, and as Kokoro Baba plays defense on her, they're going to call it travel on Maggie Landon. And it looks like all the senior girls will get checked out of the game here. Good game for those seniors. Always fun to see them get celebrated. We had the opportunity to see our girls do that last night, so fun to see the girls celebrated in this way. 3:05 left, and get a standing ovation, kind of, from the Panthers crowd. So pass it over to Floy. Floy has it now in the corner as she looks to pass it out to Mackenzie Fields. Fields will get it into Richardson. Richardson's going to drive it into Floy. Floy, good defense there by Austin Slagle. Coy Erickson has the ball. She'll get it into Richardson's hands. Richardson will drive it back out. Floy again with the left hand. She'll drive it in hard and pass it over to Bennett. Bennett goes up for the shot. Shot is up and no good. And both Erickson and Maggie Landon come down hard as well. But it looks like Maggie will be all right. She kind of got on the ground, but she hopped right back up. I think she'll be okay. Well, she's going to try to tough it out anyways. And looks like Coy Erickson's going to take the ball out for Lady Panthers. Get it into Richardson's hands. Back out to Corey Erickson. Good defense there by Cadence Bowman to recognize that. Good defense by Daslin as well, as Daslin tries to steal the ball there from Lauren Bennett, but they're going to call a foul there. That'll be her third foul, team's 8th. So looks like that'll send Bennett to the line for front end of 1-1. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 2:26 left here in the contest. Lady Cats doubled up here by the Lady Panthers, trailing 24-48. First free throw is up, and air ball there by Bennett, so it will be violation for not touching rim, and ball will go to Lady Cats. So Dazzlin Hunt will bring the ball up for the Lady Cats. She'll pass it over to Hannah Hill. Hannah Hill's going to drive in, pass it out to Cadence Bowman. Playing a long ways from the rim here as they pass it in. Good pass into Austin Slagle over to Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon with another 3. Shot is up, no good. Hannah Hill pokes the ball away, gets it out to Cadence Bowman. Almost goes over a half-court violation, but able to stop the ball. She'll get it into Dazzlin Hunt. Dazzlin Hunt with the 3. Shot is up off the front of the rim. And looks like Fields will run it down, and she'll get the ball into Coy Erickson's hands. Coy Erickson will pass it up to Richardson. Richardson looking for the cutter coming through. And then she'll pass it over to Floyd. Floyd now with it. She'll get it back into Richardson's hands at the top of the key. Over to Erickson. Erickson's going to take the 3. Shot is long. Hannah Hill comes down with the rebound. She'll get it back into Dazzlin Hunt's hands. Cadence Bowman runs down ahead and passes to her ahead. Unable to catch the pass. Was going to shoot the ball. Almost started shooting the ball before she caught it. Dazzlin Hunt. Shot is up. No good. Rebound by Floyd. Floyd's going to pass it up ahead to Lauren Bennett. And Bennett with an uncontested layup is up and is good. So I believe that'll be the 11th Lady Panther 2 score for Powell. Dazzlin Hunt with the ball. She'll pass it over to Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon over to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman shooting a long 3. And Austin Sago will get the offensive board, get it to Maggie Landon. Maggie Landon with a head fake. She tries to drive it in and shoot. Shot is up, is no good. So Maggie Landon will go to the line for 2. That will be the team's 8th foul, and that will be the 2nd foul on Coy Erickson. First one shot is up and is no good off the back of the rim for Maggie Landon. Less than a minute left here in the 4th quarter. Lady Cats trailing 50-24 to Lady Panthers. Second shot is up and is good for Maggie Landon. So 6 points for Maggie coming in off the bench in limited time. Richardson will bring the ball up. Looks like they're just going to hold on to the ball. 45 seconds left here, 50-25. Lady Panthers over Lady Cats. They'll get it into Floyd's hand. Look like they're just going to settle for running, trying to run the clock out, not getting a final shot in. As Floyd drives in, she's going to get the ball into Coy Erickson's hands. Coy Erickson's going to pass it across to Richardson. 27 seconds left here. Coach Villa doesn't want him just sitting back waiting for the time to come off. He wants to see him get better and play some tough defense. So good there by Austin Slagle as Floyd drives in. She's going to pass the ball over to Mackenzie Fields, and Mackenzie Fields knocks down a bucket as well. And Hannah Hill will get the ball. She'll pass it to Cadence Bowman. Cadence Bowman with 4 seconds left will pull up from 3-point line. Fields will come down with a defensive board, and that will do it for the end of the game. So end of the 4th shows Lady Cats 25, Lady Panthers 52, and we will be back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show right after this.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and we're back here with the Click It or Ticket post-game show, and we're going to have some time here in between the games as they're going to be celebrating both boys and girls seniors tonight, the indoor track, and also the cheerleaders this afternoon for senior night. So big celebration going on here, and then we'll have the warm-up for the boys game as well. So they haven't quite got that underway just yet, and so we're going to wrap up the girls game here as man, it was a really close game, only a 6-point game at halftime with the Panthers leading 23-17 over Lady Cats, and then Lady Cats just couldn't get any offense going in the second half, only scoring 8 points in the second half to the 29 points of the Lady Panthers. Third quarter being the biggest difference in that, being a 20-4 quarter, and just a tough outing in the second half for Lady Cats. They played really well, like I said, in the first half, did a lot of really good things, tied it up at the end of one quarter, played really tough defense. Really nobody struggled to be in foul trouble or anything. Ruth Ann did end up getting her fourth foul, but again, those were two of those were late in the game when she was just trying to make some hustle plays. Outscored 14-8 in the second quarter, so really went into halftime, I think, had to be feeling good, only down 6 to a team that had put a lot of pressure on them in the first meeting, and then unfortunately in the third quarter just could not find the hoop and had a lot of costly turnovers and never really was able to set up their offense, and so because of that, ended up trailing then by 22 at the end of the third quarter and never really could get back into the game, being outscored 9-4 in the fourth quarter. And so with that, we'll go to the One-Eye Buffalo stats of the game, and for the Lady Panthers, again, a number of people in the scoring column. I believe they had looks like they had 11 in the scoring column, so all but one of the seniors able to score. And with that, Alexa Richardson had 2 points, Wacy Harvey with 6, Coy Erickson with 4, Addie Thornton, who kind of struggled in the first quarter, ended up coming out second and third quarter, ended up scoring 9 points. Maddie Campbell with 9, both of them with 9, leading the scores for the Lady Panthers. Sage Kidd had 5, Cammie Jensen with 4, Mackenzie Fields with 2, Lauren Bennett with 2, and Caitlin Floyd ended up with 7, who came off the bench playing really, really well for them. And then Megan Jacobson ended up with 2 for a total of 52 points. No one really in any foul trouble for them either. And then for Lady Cats, again, a good scoring all the way around. I mean, ended up having 7 in the scoring column, just not enough tonight. Leading scores for the Lady Cats were JC Owsley with 7, and then coming off the bench for Lady Cats was Maggie Landon, who ended up scoring 6. She had a bucket in the second quarter, kind of a scoop shot there, and then she had a 3 and then went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So in limited quarters for her, because she plays the JV as well, so not a full game available to her, but scored 6 points in her time. And then 3 points for Cameron Farrell and Ruth Ann Johnson, each scoring 3, and then 2 points for Dazzlin Hunt, JC Bassey, and Cadence Bowman. So a lot of scoring, between a lot of the ladies, but unfortunately not able to get enough scoring going, and only scoring 4 points in each of the third and fourth quarter made it really difficult for the Lady Cats. So with that, we do want to take another real quick break, and as they're finishing up doing some of the senior night festivities. And again, thank you to One-Eye Buffalo for the stats of the game. Appreciate those of you listening on 101.7 KDNO, and those are also streaming live on YouTube and WYO Today. And we'll be back right after this.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, we're back here for the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Again, thanks to those of you listening on 101.7 KDNO, and those also streaming live on YouTube and the WYO Today channel. Appreciate you taking some time. If you haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and hit that, because we do have our regional games coming up next week. I believe it looks like the boys team will be squaring up against Lyman based on some outcomes of the games this week, and then I believe the Lady Cats will, we're set to play, I think, Mountain View, but after a few losses by them, I believe they'll either be playing Lyman or Pinedale, but it might be telling on after some games this weekend as well to determine exactly when they'll go. So if you hit that notification button, if you're watching it on YouTube, then you'll find out when we're going to have some games available, because those games can be at all sorts of different times. That'll start on Thursday from Mountain View, so looking forward to some post-season games as well as we move into regionals. And you know, Lady Cats coming up short, 52-25 in the game, and you'll see there on the screen that they're celebrating the seniors, not just the basketball teams, but also indoor track and also the cheer squad as well. So. A lot of seniors to celebrate tonight, and they're moving them through before the boys start their warm-up as well. And with that being said, I just want to send some appreciation to all of our sponsors as we move forward with this, because again, wouldn't allow us the opportunity to spend time with you and stream these games or have them over the radio if it wasn't for you guys. So again, thanks to all of our sponsors as we move forward through with this. And I kind of inherited a cameraman as well today, and I have to send a shout out to him as one of the parents, Chauncey Johnson, stepped over and helped me out since he saw me struggling to do both. And it was pretty amazing that once my hand wasn't having to run the camera, how much more my mouth started working. So good or bad, we're able to do that. So I appreciate him stepping over and helping out for those games as well. And so we're going to take a break here. That'll wrap up the Click It or Ticket post-game show for us. And when we come back, we will start in on the pregame show for the boys team, and that is presented by Gotchi, and we will be back right after this.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. Seven Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m. When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back for Bobcat basketball as we're getting set here to watch the boys play. Have a little bit of a longer warm-up than a lot of other schools, so they're going to do a 15-minute warm-up. But Bobcats looking to kind of come out and redeem themselves against the Panthers last time. Panthers really kind of opened it up against the Bobcats last time we played, and they broke our press really easy and got a lot of layups, and that just kind of got the Bobcats out of their rhythm, and fortunately came up short in that game. So it'll be good to see the Bobcats come out, kind of get some momentum going as they're getting ready for some post-game play as well. And so excited to see the Bobcats as they get ready to move forward into the postseason as well. And like I said, I think theirs is set where they will be playing the Lyman Eagles, who they are 1-1 against this season. They beat them early in the season, and right after it would have been right after the Christmas break, they went to a Rollins tournament and played Lyman and came out on them really fast, got a 19-point lead on them, did end up only winning by, I think ended up winning by 6 in that game, but then when Lyman came and visited us at home, they were able to beat us. So should be a good matchup. I think mentally Bobcats will be able to play against them really well. As far as tonight goes, this game won't really allow them to change position of where they would be at in the conference, but it would be a huge win for them. Panthers won a tough game against Lovell just earlier in the week, won by 4 over the top of Lovell Bulldogs. And again, the Bobcats can come out and do a lot of great things playing basketball. Just I think confidence-wise right now, and really getting a rhythm going is what they're struggling with the most. And so it'll be interesting to see if they can come out with some confidence and play good. So I think one of the biggest, as we continue the Gotchi pregame show here, is now talk about our Edward Jones Keys to the Game presented by Travis Winger. Again, thank you for your sponsorship here. And with that, I think the Bobcats are just going to have to come out, and they're going to really have to come out putting on pressure. Defensively really seems to be the biggest thing that gets these Bobcats going when they play good, solid defense. When they play good, solid defense, it seems like that results into their offense then really getting going. And I think if they can get some stops, especially early in the game, that'll just pay off that much more for the Bobcats. So I'd like to see them do that. And then also, if they are going, I don't know if they're going to press or if they're not, but if they are, just to commit to it full-heartedly and really, you have to take some chances in presses. You have to go after the ball. You have to be aggressive if you're going to press. And if that's going to be the case, I think they're just going to have to step up and really put that pressure on as they move forward. And then lastly, again, I think, it looks kind of like Coach Corpening has set his starting lineup with a lot of the seniors, and the seniors and Jet Longwell. So I think as we move forward doing that, I think that just adds confidence into those boys as they come out and can play tough. And then really good bench play is going to have to happen as well. As a number of the players come off the bench and play, they're really going to have to step up and do some big things as well for the Bobcats, because it can't just be that first group to do it all. They'll just get too tired, again, especially against a team like the Powell Panthers. So those are our keys to the game. Appreciate, again, that sponsorship from Edward Jones and presented by Travis Winger. And we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back to finish up the Gotchi pregame show right after this on 101.7 KDNO and on the YouTube app and YO Today channel.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone. Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyomingen Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on, and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses, and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
All right, and we're back here for the Gotchi pregame show as we're getting ready to finish up here. Bobcat basketball as on a Saturday afternoon. Final regular season game for the Bobcats, and shows the Bobcats here as they have a 4-17 record, 0-4 in the conference, and Powell Panthers come in 11-5, 2-2 in the conference, looking to extend that. And that's not counting. I guess we're 0-5 in the conference right now, and I believe they're 3-2 in the conference with that win over Level on Thursday. So again, not a game that's going to change implications as far as post-game, but a game that can really give a team a lot of momentum as you're going into the post-game. A lot of your stuff is usually set. You're not usually adding a lot of new things defensively or offensively, but you're wanting to streamline everything to make sure you have your offense and defense ready to go. A lot of these teams you will be seeing for the second time, some maybe even for the third time, and so you become familiar with each other, familiar with the players, and so you don't want to get comfortable in that. You just want to continue to play tough through it. So it'll be interesting to see how the Bobcats come out fired up today. Did see that we have a new young man suited up today in Armani Dukes. He's a freshman, so excited for him to get his opportunity to suit up as a varsity player, coming in as a freshman as well. I think he'll either, Cody Bomengen, it looks like he's got some ice on one of his shoulders, so it doesn't look like he's going to be available for the game this afternoon, so hopefully he can get healed up as we move in. But, again, that just means somebody really needs to come in off the bench, be ready to play. Brody Potter, he's been playing really well the last couple games, both yesterday against Level in the JV game and in the game today against Powell a little bit that I was able to watch. So be interesting to see if he'll come off the bench as a big man to play as well. Armani Dukes, again, hasn't played any varsity, but maybe he'll have an opportunity today to do that as well. So, it'll be a good opportunity, again, I think, for the Bobcats to come in and do some of the stuff that we saw earlier in the season. Just kind of seems like scoring's been a little bit of a harder task for the Bobcats as we've moved into the latter part of this season. So we appreciate you again spending some time with us. I'm Kevin Gerber, alongside my newly acquired cameraman of Chauncey Johnson, as he's been helping us out today. I appreciate him spending some time to do this as well on a Saturday afternoon. So we're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be back with the Sutherland starting lineups right after this.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats Athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. Seven Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m. When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here to get ready for the Sutherland's starting lineups here during the Gotchi pregame show. Sorry for the little bit of the delay there before the start here, but they brought out a great group of elementary kids from the Powell schools, and they should sing the national anthem. Did a great job. I have to laugh to myself a little bit as I saw the Bobcat basketball team coming over. I saw the starters getting ready to take their warm-ups off, and McCoy Longwell took his warm-up off and didn't have his jersey on. So he had to hurry and run and get to the locker room. Luckily, he brought his jersey, and so he wasn't able. So he did get it. Looked like Zach Casey was getting ready to come in as a starter in place of, but looks like it was McCoy was able to get it. So with that being said, Bobcats are starting similar lineup as what they've done the last several weeks. Number 0, Jet Longwell. His brother, number 2, senior McCoy Longwell. Another senior, number 10, Hadley Johnson. Excuse me. Another senior, 11, Gavin Shumway, and rounding out is number 12, senior Cord Simmerall as well, coached by Shane Corpening. And then as we move into the Powell Panthers, kind of going to call these out as they do with the starting lineups. Have an exciting announcer over the thing, so you'll probably be able to hear him as well. So number 4, Brock Johnson, will come in and play, who had a great game against us, not only in scoring, but also getting rebounds as well. Trey Stinnerson will come in, also number 10. Number 20, Jace Hyde, will come in as one of their seniors. I believe he might be the only senior starter for them. And number 23, Jet Schwann. So we'll have a battle of the Jets today. Jet Longwell for the Bobcats, Jet Schwann for the Panthers. And then number 30, Gunnar Erickson. So they'll run the same starting lineup this game as they did the previous game. Again, a young team, mostly juniors, with only the one senior. And so Mike Haney is the coach for the Powell Panthers. And kind of cool thing that they did there with starting lineups for the Powell Panthers too is they brought out a bunch of the kids, and they get a high five the players as they come out as well. So it'll be pretty fun there. So Jet Longwell set to run a jump against, looks like Trey Stinnerson is who he'll jump up against. So Bobcats are going to need to come out with some speed here, I think, ready to put on some pressure. And Stinnerson ends up getting the jump there. He'll knock it to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson to Gunnar. Gunnar gets it. He'll drive baseline. Looks like ball got knocked away by Cord Simmerall, so it'll stay with the Powell Panthers. Gunnar Erickson, a sharpshooter for the Powell Panthers. Good pass in there from Gunnar into Trey Stinnerson, and Trey Stinnerson will get a bucket. Start off scoring for the Panthers. McCoy Longwell set to run an offense here as he's looking for somebody to cut to get open. Hadley Johnson gets it about 30 feet away from the hoop here as he'll good backdoor cut from Cord Simmerall. Looks like Hadley Johnson just put too much air under it. Refs were looking to see if someone tipped it away, but it doesn't look like that happened. So looks like the Bobcats are not going to put full court pressure on. And Gunnar Erickson with the ball up at the top of the key. And Gunnar Erickson will drive to the baseline. He'll have a jumper. Looked like blocked there by Gavin Shumway, and then no one really got it in Gunnar's way. Gunnar got his own rebound and then put back there. So 4-0 real quick in this first minute against the Bobcats. Gavin Shumway will drive to the left-hand side, pass into Hadley Johnson, who posts up. Hadley Johnson with a good move there, and Stinnerson will get the rebound over Cord Simmerall. And Stinnerson will pass it up to Gunnar Erickson. Brock Johnson with it, gets it to Jet. And Brock with a 3, and he steps back and knocks it down. So again, a quick start here for the Powell Panthers. Just 6:40 left here in the first quarter, and a 7-0 lead for the Panthers over the Bobcats. Bobcats only having one shot up so far. McCoy Longwell pass it over to Hadley Johnson, waiting for a screen from Jet. Pass it over to Cord Simmerall. Cord going to drive it tough in there. Jet Longwell with it again up at the top of the key. Gets it to Gavin Shumway. Gavin drives baseline, looks for a 3. Looks for that backdoor cut from Cord Simmerall. Great cut there, and ball gets blocked Oh, looks like it went off the glass and then got blocked, so Cord Cimarron will get the bucket as they call basket interference there, or goaltending on that shot. So 2 points there for Cord Cimarron. Brock Johnson will bring it up the near side here. He'll hand it off to Jace Hyde, their lone senior. Pass it back out to Brock Johnson, back over to Hyde. Low pass there. Gunnar Erickson catches it. He'll shoot a 3. Shot is up and goes off the rim over the back of the backboard, out of bounds on the Powell Panthers. Bobcat basketball. McCoy Longwell bringing it up for the Bobcats. And he'll try to drive it inside. Pump fake, turnaround, jump shot. Shot is up, no good. Rebound there by Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan's going to drive it up the far side there, right-hand side. Nobody steps over to guard him. Gets it into Hyde. Hyde shoots up as a fadeaway jumper. He'll get the ball back, though, as Gunnar Erickson gets the offensive board. Stinnerson, the board up at the high post, gets it to Hyde. Hyde from the low block there. Shot is up and is no good as Brody Potter and Zach Casey set to check in. Good screen and roll there from Hadley Johnson to Jet Longwell. And pass goes over the top of Jet. So Hadley Johnson and Gavin Shumway will come out as Brody Potter and Zach Hasty check in. So Gunnar Erickson will bring the ball up. Good to see Brody Potter in for his first check-in in a couple games here. So he's earned that as he's played really well for JV games the last couple of times. Stenerson dribbles the ball. It's poked away there by Cord Cimarron. McCoy Longwell with the ball. He's going to get it into Jet Longwell. Back over to Cord. Cord with an open 3 from the corner. Shot is up and good. So just like that, the Bobcats are just down by 2 now with back-to-back buckets by Cord. So 7-5. Panthers are up. Pass to Gunnar Erickson. Erickson to Brock Johnson at the top of the key. He'll pass it back over to Erickson. Erickson over to Hyde. Hyde now is going to drive to the middle lane. He's going to take it strong to the basket. Looks like he's going to get a reach-in foul. As he drives it in, he'll have 2 shots. Foul is on McCoy Longwell. It's his first, team's first. And Jace Hyde will have an opportunity at 2 free throws. 3 buckets for the Powell Panthers, all from different players. First free throw is up and is good. So that gets a 4th player in the books for Powell Panthers for 8 points. 5 for the Bobcats, all made by Cord Cimarron. And their lone senior, Jace Heidi's free throws up and is good. So 2 for him as well. And ball will come into Zach Casey. Zach Casey bringing it up the near side. Gets it back to the middle now. He'll pass it over to McCoy Longwell. McCoy's going to drive in. A little hesitation dribble. Gets stolen by Brock Johnson. He'll pass it up to Jet Schwan. Over to Stinnerson. Now over to Gunnar. Brock Johnson back. Good ball movement by the Powell Panthers as everybody, I think, has touched the ball there. And good back end move by Jet Schwan. So now their 5th scorer in the book. So all starters scoring now for the Powell Panthers. Zach Hasty will fake a 3-pointer, step through, shot up by him, no good. Brock Johnson will come down. He's going to push the speed of this game, the tempo of this game, over to Jace Hyde. Jace Hyde steps back for the 3, and he knocks it down as well. So now 14-5 lead for the Panthers over the Bobcats. 3:30 left here in this first quarter. McCoy Longwell dribbling around at the top of the key. He's going to pass it over to good give and go there. Attempt by Brody Potter, and looks like the ball's going to go off of McCoy. Maybe could have let that ball go out of bounds without touching it, but got his hands on it and knocked the ball out of bounds. So McCoy will come out. Gavin Shumway will come in for him. Gunnar Erickson will pass it into Brock Johnson, and they bring it up the court. Again, no full court pressure from the Bobcats this turn around. Brock Johnson drive in, pass over to Jace Hyde, gets it back up to Gunnar Erickson. And into the game, Cade Queen for the first time will get the ball at the high post. He'll pass it out to Brock Johnson. Gunnar Erickson spin move as he drives baseline. Brock Johnson will drive same baseline. He'll get it into Erickson's back over to Queen. Queen to Jace Hyde. Gunnar Erickson now down low in the low key. He turns and shoots, and a good shot there by Gunnar Erickson. Good ball movement by the Panthers, trying to get me tongue-tied. As Gavin Shumway pull up 3, nobody goes and guards him, and Stinnerson will get the rebound, and looks like Cord Simmerall is going to come in late and pick up a foul. That'll be his first foul, team's second. And 16-5 now. Bobcats trail by 11. Brock Johnson will bring the ball up. Jace Hyde checks out of the game as Marshall Lewis, for the first time for the Panthers, will come in. Brock Johnson gets it into the free throw line, gets it over to Queen to Erickson. Erickson will get it back up to the top to Marshall Lewis. Marshall Lewis pass over to Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson thinks about the three. No look pass from him. Passes it into Marshall Lewis, and Marshall Lewis will make it. Looks like Cord Simmerall is going to come up a little gimpy. He sprained his ankle on that one. 2:22 left, full timeout. We're going to take a break too. Thanks for listening on 101.7 KDNO.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and plays underway here for the Bobcats as Canyon Gerber checks in for the first time for Cord Simmerall. He came up a little gimpy after that shot was made. Zach Casey with a pullback jump three-pointer. He'll run in and save it. Good save to Brody Potter, and then it gets knocked out of bounds by Cade Queen. So Bobcats will keep the ball here as they run an out-of-bounds play. Pass it to Potter. Potter out to Gerber. Gerber waiting for Zach Casey to come back. Zach Casey will get it. Pass it out to Gerber. Gerber up the top of the key. And pass it to Gavin Shumway, looking for a screen from Jet. Long three for Gavin. Shot is up. No good. Good rebound by Zach Hasty, though. Good offensive board. Couple rebounds by him. He'll drive it in. Left-handed. Shot is up. Scooped up and under by his left hand, and then Brock Johnson comes and blocks it out of bounds. It'll still stay as Bobcat basketball. They set to run an inbounds play here. Run out. Pass it to Gavin Shumway. Gavin gets it up the top of the key, looking to set up offense here. Looking for a screen from Jet. He's going to pass on that, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Gunnar Erickson. Almost took the ref a second to get to that point, just to think about the play for sure. But that'll be his first foul and first team foul. Alex Jordan will check into the ball game for Powell. Minute 37 left here in the first quarter, 18-5. Zach Casey will get it into Gavin Shumway's hands. As Gavin looks to drive it in, he'll pass it to Brody Potter. Brody get the ball. Looks like they're going to get a foul on Alex Jordan as he reaches around. Good post up there by Brody Potter. And then all it took was he just had to take a little bit of a half step towards the ball, and that was just enough then to get a foul drawn there on Alex Jordan. So Jet Schwan will check in for Stinnerson for the Powell Panthers. Good cut there by Jet Longwell, just a tough entry pass, and Gavin Shumway ends up with it, pass it to Jet Longwell. Good kind of slip screen there. Jet Longwell battling inside, goes up, no good. Cade Queen comes down with the board. It's like Zach and Jet are going to put some defense or some pressure on. Brock Johnson with it. He'll pass it over to Marshall Lewis, and Jet Schwan with it. Hand it off to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson pass out to Cade Queen. He'll drive baseline. He'll kick it out. And Marshall Lewis, a lefty three, shot is up, no good. Cade Queen gets a rebound, pass out to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson's shot, no good. Zach Hasty gets a rebound, and he will bring it up as he passes it fast up to Canyon Gerber. Canyon will kick it out to Brody Potter. Brody will drive in. Good hard move there by Brody Potter. Shot is up, no good. And Jet Schwan will come down with the rebound for the Panthers. Good move there by Brody Potter, though. Good to see him get aggressive and go to the hoop. Marshall Lewis will end up with the ball. He'll pass it to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson will gets it over to Cade Queen. And Cade Queen's going to drive in the left hand. Kind of a slow move there, but able to get it up. Cade Queen, Canyon Gerber both go up for the rebound at the same time. Jump ball stays with the Powell Panthers. Or nope, it will change. That goes to the Thermop Bobcats. Gavin Shumway will bring it up for the Bobcats as they run their offensive play here. Pass over to Zach Casey. Zach Casey waiting for a screen from Brody Potter to Jet Longwell. Pass over to Gavin, set that screen and roll. Tough cross-court pass to Zach Casey. Zach Casey pull up three, shot is up, no good on the buzzer. So good court awareness, scoreboard awareness there by Zach Casey to get a shot up. So end of the first quarter shows the Powell Panthers 18, Thermopolis Bobcats 5 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll be right back for the second quarter right after this.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here with just a few seconds left here before the start of the second quarter. Bobcats trailing 18-5. Cord Simmerall looks like he is okay. He's going to come back out, check in, along with Brody Potter, Canyon Gerber, Gavin Shumway, and McCoy Longwell, all in the game for the Bobcats. Looks like Powell Panthers will have possession here at the start of the second quarter. Tough quarter there, being outscored multiple 6 scores for the Panthers, only 1 for the Bobcats, 18-5. Gunnar Erickson pull-up jumper, shot is up and good. And Powell Panthers kind of picking up right where they left off in the first quarter here. So go up by 15, 20-5 over the Bobcats. Gavin Shumway will look for somebody cutting to get open. Backdoor cut by Canyon Gerber. Good pass there by Gavin Shumway. Shot is up, no good, and Jordan will come down with a rebound. Good pass there from Gavin Shumway to the backdoor cutter and Gerber. Jet Schwan with the ball here. He's going to drive baseline. Gerber on him. Tough around the pass to Stinnerson. Stinnerson able to go up and score as well. McCoy Longwell over to Gerber, waiting for that screen. Kind of passes on the screen. Potter to McCoy. McCoy looking for that screen. Kind of a no-look pass. Then Gunnar Erickson steals it. Passes it to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan underhand to Alex Jordan. Alex Jordan lays it up and is good. So seventh player in the books for the Panthers in scoring. 24-5 now for the Panthers over the Bobcats. McCoy Longwell going to drive to the left-hand side, looks to pass it into Gavin Shumway. Is going to be a kick ball by Gunnar Erickson. So Jet Longwell will check in here for Canyon Gerber. So looks like Gavin Shumway set to take the ball out of bounds. He's going to pass it over to Cord Simmerall. Gets up to McCoy Longwell at the top of the key. McCoy looking to set up. Jet Longwell will get the ball. Looks for a cutter and Gavin Shumway. He'll pass it over to Cord. Cord will drive in left hand. Shot is up and good. And Cord Simmerall keeps the scoring going for Bobcats. He'll have all 7 of the points here for them and one opportunity. 24-7 Panthers lead the Bobcats with 6:21 left here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Free throw is up and is good. So 8 points there for Cord now, all 8 points for the Bobcats. 16-point lead now for the Panthers. Looks like they're going to get a foul called there on, looks like they're going to call that on McCoy. And that'll be his second foul, team's third. And at the top of the key, looks like Marshall Lewis' shot is up and no good. Cord Simmerall comes down with it. Cord's still looking a little gimpy on his first few steps as he gets ready to take off, but able to run through it okay. Gavin Shumway pass over to Cord. Cord, now ball gets poked away by Stinnerson out of Cord Simmerall's hands. Jordan has it. He'll pass it up to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan's going to drive baseline. He'll pass it out to Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson will drive baseline as well. And a lot of contact there. It looks like an offensive foul. Looks like Coy Longwell took a shot there and hurt his back. So Trey Stinnerson. Excuse me. Trey Stinnerson will get his second foul. So a lot of contact there. Got McCoy hurt his back. Hadley Johnson will check in for McCoy. Hopefully he comes out of that all right. Gavin Shumway drives to the left, gets it into Cord Simmerall. Cord gonna force up a tough shot. They're gonna call a travel call on Cord as he tries to do a step through.
Back in for the Panthers, number 4, Brock Johnson, and number 20, Jace Hyde.
So Panthers set take the ball out of bounds. Brock Johnson back in, and Jace Hyde as well. Brock Johnson bringing it down the near side. Jet Schwan passes on the hand and off. Shot is up, is no good. Gunnar Erickson gets a rebound. He goes up for the shot, and he's going to get fouled on the shot. That foul will be on Brody Potter. That'll be his first. Team fourth. Looks like it was on the floor, so no shots there. Must have been on the rebound. Jace Hyde with it. He'll pass it over to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson thinks about a deep three. Passes on that. Gets it, gets it over to Jordan. Jordan with the ball. Deep three by him, and shot is up and good. So 5 points for him in this quarter. As Gavin Shumway will bring it up. 19-point lead for the Panthers over the Bobcats. Jet Longwell. Ball over his head. Pass it to cutting Hadley Johnson to the middle. Hadley Johnson pivoting there. Kick it out to Gavin Shumway. Gavin open for a three. Shot is up and good. So good to see another Bobcat in the scoring books. Double digits for the Bobcats as they have 11 points, 27-11, 16-point deficit. Alex Jordan gets the ball. He'll pass out to Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson will shoot it up high. Shot is air ball. But Jet Schwan's able to get the rebound and puts it right back up. And Hadley Johnson asking for the screen, and he's going to get a moving screen on Brody Potter. It's going to be his second, team's fifth foul. Looks like McCoy Longwell is going to check back in for Hadley Johnson. He's doing all right. So looks like he just got a little stinger there as he got that back screen. Brock Johnson passes it into Jace Hyde, and Jet Schwan goes up with the shot, unable to get it. Bounces off of Jet Longwell. And then Alex Jordan's on the ground at the scrum. McCoy Longwell ends up with the ball, gets it into Gavin Shumway's hands. Gavin will pull up three off the back of the rim. Shot is up, no good. Gunnar Erickson ends up with the defensive rebound. Brock Johnson will get the ball and bring it up for the Powell Panthers. Gunnar Erickson drives into the elbow. He's going to pass it over to Jace Hyde. Jet Schwan, then he'll pass it back out to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson, long three. Shot is up, no good. Jet Longwell with a good rebound there. And he gets it into his brother McCoy's hands as McCoy brings it up. Pass over to Cord Simmerall. Cord's going to drive in left-hand side, looking for somebody to cut, get him the ball. Jet Longwell with a tough bounce pass baseline to Gavin Shumway, unable to get it. Brock Johnson kind of bouncing the ball around and ends up with the ball. So Jace Hyde now has it in the corner. He'll drive baseline. He'll pull up jumper. Jace Hyde shot is up and good. 13-6 quarter here for Powell Panthers over the Bobcats. 2:51 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Powell Panthers 20-point lead, 31-11 over the Bobcats. Cord Simmerall takes a three from the top of the key. Shot is up, no good. Jet Schwan will come down with the rebound, gets it into Gunnar Erickson's hands. Gunnar Erickson thinks about the three, gets it to Jet Schwan. He'll pass it over to Brock Johnson. Down into, posted up, Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson shot is up. Looks like it got blocked by McCoy, and there's going to call a full timeout for the Bobcats. 2:27 left here in the second quarter, 31-11. We'll be right back after this timeout.
From one corner of the state to the other, Over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyomingen and Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
All right, and we're back here. Just a few seconds left here before this timeout's over. Bobcats trailing by 20. Coach Corpening calling a timeout as the ball comes to the Bobcats. Just needing to set something up to get a couple good shots up. Right now, Bobcats kind of settling for a few passes and then a three-point shot going up. Not able to really get into the defense of Powell right now to get some closer shots. McCoy Longwell brings it up, pass over to Cord Cimarron. He'll pass it to Brody Potter at the top of the key. Brody Potter going to drive in. Brock Johnson knocks the ball away, gets it into Marshall Lewis's hands, and Jet Schwan will drive it in with a good pass from Lewis. Jace Hyde now. Marshall Lewis thinks about the three. He'll pass it up, get it to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson will get him reset. Calls for a screen from Cade Queen, and then Jace Hyde ends up with the ball. So he gets it into Marshall Lewis's hands. Marshall Lewis, pull-up jumper from the elbow. No good. Jet Longwell with another defensive rebound, and he gets it into McCoy Longwell's hands as McCoy will bring it up. Call out a play there by McCoy. As Gavin Shumway set to check in for the Bobcats. Cord Cimarron will drive in there. Looks like Jet Schwan took a little chance trying to get a steal there from Cord, and that will be on Jet Schwan. That'll be his first, team's fifth team foul. And Gavin Shumway will come in for Brody Potter. 1:40 left here in the first half. McCoy Longwell with the ball up at the top of the key. He'll pass it over to Gavin Shumway. Gavin now over to Cord. Good back cut there by Zach Casey. Ball gets stolen away from McCoy by Brock Johnson. Again, that's the second or third time he's reached in and just been able to steal it right away. And he takes it coast to coast with the left hand and steals it away. So a couple times he's just been able to steal it right away from McCoy Longwell. Zach Casey with it, calling for a screen from Jet Longwell. Good screen by him, and then bad up over the top pass from Zach Casey as he tries to find Jet Longwell on the screen and roll. It's great screen and roll by Jet, just unable to connect there on the pass. And Brock Johnson will bring the ball up now, asking for a screen from Cade Queen. Dribble around the back and pass it over to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan now over to Hyde. Hyde gets it into Lewis's hands. Lewis, a couple dribbles with the left hand. He'll get it to Cade Queen at the high post. Cade Queen will dribble back out, get it to Marshall Lewis. Marshall Lewis out to Jace Hyde. Jace Hyde thinks about a three, passes it up, gets it back to Marshall Lewis. Brock Johnson fakes a three, pull-up jumper from 15 foot. Shot is up, rolls around, and is good by Brock Johnson. Good ball movement again by the Panthers, just kind of knowing where each person's at, throwing it to that spot, getting them open. Good shots there. Gavin Shumway dribbles towards Cord Cimarron. Looks like we're going to set up a one-on-one. Good defense by Cade Queen there. Good give and go from Cord Cimarron and to Gavin. And Jace Hyde's going to take it all the way. Jace Hyde's going to get the steal, and he's going to take it coast to coast. Looks like McCoy Longwell's going to pick up his. That'll be his third foul. And Hadley Johnson will check back in for him. And looks like Brody Potter also will check in as Jet Longwell asks for a break too as he's breathing in. So the and one opportunity here for Jace Hyde. Jace Hyde with 4 points in the quarter. Just 13.7 seconds left here in the first half. 37-11. Bobcats trailing the Powell Panthers. Jace Hyde's free throw is up and is no good. Brody Potter comes down with the rebound, pass it to Gavin Shumway. Short time here for the Bobcats to get a bucket here at the end of the quarter. Zach Casey with it, 4 seconds left. And Zach Casey tries to pass it out to Brock, tries to get it out to Cord Cimarron. Ball gets stolen by Brock Johnson. And that will be the it for the first half. Bobcats trailing by 26. Powell Panthers 37, Bobcats 11. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will do the Hot Springs Health halftime show with the stats at the half by One Eye Buffalo.
For gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on, and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses, and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, and we're back with the Hot Springs Health halftime show. Not a lot of great things to talk about here for the Bobcats as down 37-11 to the Powell Panthers. And unfortunately, a lot of the stuff we talked about with the keys to the game coming out with a fast start, that really didn't happen, only scoring 5 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second, being outscored 18 and 19 in those quarters as well. It puts them in the Bobcats in a big hole here, down 26 at the half. So Coach Corpening's going to have to draw some things up here at halftime to really get the boys coming out and fired up. Just kind of seem not a lot of energy coming in, off the bench either, just kind of going through the motions right now, and a lot of frustration, and that kind of tends to happen late in the season here when you haven't been able to put some wins together, and so you start seeing some frustrations from the boys as well. So be good to do some things to get them together and have them come out, fire off in the second half. Again, they're going to have to chip away at this little by little, one possession at a time. They're going to have to get stops defensively, and then they're going to have to come out offensively and really execute. The biggest difference I would say I see between the two teams is the Panthers are doing a great job of moving the ball around. Almost every possession, every player has touched the ball and they move it around. They pass up some good shots to get great shots, and then the Bobcats have turned into more settling for some shots there. A couple passes, and then frustration, I feel like, is kind of sets in, and they can't really see where they want to pass the ball or can't find somebody moving, and so then they're kind of settling for a deep shot. So they're going to have to get some things going here where they get some better ball movement and everything to get some better shots. Quality shots hasn't been great either. Haven't got a lot of shots up, so turnovers has been a big factor in that as well, and the turnovers have led to a lot of easy layups and one opportunities for the Powell Panthers as well. So with that being said, let's move into the stats of the half presented by One Eye Buffalo. And for the Bobcats, not a lot to talk about here, only 2 in the scorebook. Gavin Shumway hit the 3 in the second quarter for his 3 points. Cord Simmerall had 5 in the first quarter and then hit an and one opportunity for 3 points in the second quarter for a total of 8 points for him. So really only 2 in the scorebook. Not what you want to see. They were the leading scorers in the game last night, but you're going to have more production from other teammates in this game in order to try to chip away at this 26-point deficit that they're in. McCoy Longwell does have 3 fouls. Cord and Brody Potter each only have 1. So really, besides McCoy, no one really in any foul trouble. A different picture here as we look at the Powell Panthers. They have 7 in the scorebooks so far for Powell. Marshall Lewis with a bucket in the first quarter. Brock Johnson hit a 3 in the first quarter, a couple buckets in the second for a total of 7 points. Trace Stenerson with a bucket each quarter for 4. Jace Hyde, the lone senior, leading the way with 9 points. Hit a couple free throws. He's 2 of 3 for free throws. Hit a 3-pointer and a couple 2-point buckets for a total of 9. Jet Schwann with a bucket in each quarter for 4. Gunnar Erickson with 3 baskets made in the game for a total of 6 points. And then Alex Jordan hitting a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer in the second quarter for a total of 5, so 37 points for them. No one in any foul troubles. Trace Anderson, the only one with 2 fouls. Jet Schwann, Gunnar Erickson, and Alex Jordan each with a foul piece for them. So again, Bobcats are going to have to come out fired up, ready to put some points on the board. They're going to have to chip away at this deficit, one shot at a time, one stop at a time. Again, for them, it seems like their offense comes from really good defense. And so far haven't seen great defense yet, so they're going to have to pick up on the defensive end as well. So that'll do it for the One Eye Buffalo stats at the half. Appreciate all of our sponsors, those of you listening. Appreciate you taking some time as well. A couple opportunities to do that. You can listen on 101.7 KDNO on the radio, but those of you also that would like to watch this live stream, you can watch it on the YouTube channel, the YO Today YouTube channel. It is a free service streamed on there. Again, because of our sponsors helping us out, are able to present that to you guys. So thankful for them and the efforts that they bring to us as we're able to do this. I'm Kevin Gerber, again, normally alongside Travis Bomengen. He is unable to make it today, but I do have Chauncey Johnson helping me with the camera, so appreciate him taking some time over to do that as well, because probably saw that I was struggling with that, so appreciate him taking some time to help out. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will start the third quarter of Bobcat basketball right after this.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted Jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerYO.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
All right, and we're back here after a halftime, getting ready to start the second half here of Bobcat basketball, hoping for a better turnout here for the Bobcats as they're trailing 37-11, starting this second half. Gavin Shumway with the ball, pass it out to Hadley Johnson. Bobcats going with the same starting lineup. Great give and go there by Hadley Johnson to Cord Simmerall. So Cord Simmerall keeping up his scoring and has 10 of the 13 points for the Bobcats. Great pass there by Hadley Johnson. Gunnar Erickson with the ball on the side here. Hyde will get it. He'll pass it over to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan up to the top to Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson looking for someone to cut there. Stinnerson with it at the top of the key. Pass out to Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson shoots three up, no good. Hadley Johnson trying to come down with the rebound. Stinnerson and kind of gets in an awkward position. It looks like ball goes off of Hadley Johnson, I guess. And so Gunnar Erickson will take the ball out of bounds for the Panthers. As he passes it over to Jace Hyde. Jace Hyde over to Stinnerson. Stinnerson now passes it over to Brock Johnson. Back to Stinnerson, to Erickson. Now over to Hyde. Again, everybody on the court touching the ball for them. Jet Schwan back over to Brock Johnson to Gunnar Erickson. Brock will come set a screen. 15-foot jumper by Erickson up, no good. Cord Simmerall comes down with the rebound. He'll get it into Gavin Shumway's hands to set up the Bobcat offense. 24-point deficit here for the Bobcats. Jet Longwell slip screen there, gets it to Cord Simmerall. Cord to Gavin. Gavin looks nice pass in there, and Cord Simmerall again with another bucket from a nice pass from one of his teammates. Gavin Shumway with a nice pass inside. About got tipped away by Stinnerson, but got over his hand just enough. Brock Johnson now with the ball, pass it over to Jace Hyde. So this is exactly what the Bobcats need to do. One possession at a time, get a stop, get a bucket, get a stop, get a bucket, and they've done that both times now. 6:15 left here in the third quarter. 37-15 now for the Bobcats, down 22. Gunnar Erickson passes it back out to Jace Hyde. Brock Johnson with the top of the key, pass it over to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan, little jab step there, back out to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson steps back for the three. And the three is good for Brock Johnson, so 10 points for him, leading all scorers. Gavin Shumway bring it up, pass it over to Hadley Johnson. Hadley looking for that screen from Cord Simmerall. Cord's gonna drive it again. Shot is up and good. So Cord Simmerall gets an and one opportunity as well. So first two buckets were kind of ones just benefit of getting good passes from his teammates. That happened to be one where he created some space on his own. So he's gonna go up again. So 14 points for Cord Simmerall of the 17. Shot is up and is no good to complete the and one opportunity there. Rebound by Stinnerson. He'll get it to Brock Johnson. 40-17. 5:34 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Brock Johnson pull up, free throw, shot, jumper. Erickson goes in to try to get the rebound. Unable to get it. It'll go out of bounds off of him. So again, Bobcats getting a few stops here. Now they just need to capitalize on them, get some buckets. Just going to have to be one at a time here. Gavin Shumway, he'll drive on Brock Johnson around the back, but step back, three-point opportunity, didn't shoot it into McCoy. McCoy now will get a screen from his brother, Jet. Looks for screen and roll. Cord Simmerall gets it, hand off to Gavin Shumway. Gavin fakes a pass, steps back, knocks down a three. So the two seniors doing it here for him. Only 3 points for the Panthers in this quarter. So a 9-3 quarter for the Bobcats so far, which is really good. Looked like offensive foul there as Stinnerson turns, tries to push Cord Simmerall back, and Stinnerson will pick up his third foul. So Bobcats kind of coming out with some fire like we were hoping for, just one possession at a time, just coming back, stopping. So, lead now is cut into 20, and Coach Henney will ask for a timeout here. It's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. We're going to take one, too. We'll be right back after this.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
All right, we're back after a quick timeout here. Bobcats doing a great job in this quarter. Like I said, up 9-3 on this quarter, so it's going to take, like I said, one possession at a time for the Bobcats. So draw something up for them here. They could get it under 20 if they can score here on this possession, 40-20 with 4:45 left in the third quarter. Gavin Shumway pass over to Hadley Johnson. Screen there by Cord Simmerall. Hadley pass it up to Jet. Jet now passed over to McCoy. Good give and go there. Opportunity McCoy to Jet. Bounces off of Jet's foot, goes out of bounds. And Gunnar Erickson will take it out for the Powell Panthers. 4:33 left. Brock Johnson bringing on the near side here. Looks for a screen from Cade Queen. Jace Hyde fakes the three. Pass it back out to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson fakes the three again. He'll drive baseline. Triple teamed. Pass it out to Cade Queen to Gunnar Erickson, open and knock down the shot. Putting a lot of pressure on him when they drive baseline, but unfortunately when they triple team him, it's going to leave somebody open, and Gunnar's not one that you want to leave open, as he is a good three-point shooter. Gavin Shumway calling for the screen from Jet. He's going to pass on the screen, come back to it, look for the screen and roll, not there. Cord Simmerall gets the ball. He'll pass it over to Hadley Johnson. Looks to set the screen, but doesn't. Gets it to Jet Longwell. Over to McCoy. Good pass there. Jet Longwell wide open for a shot. As it looked like Gunnar Erickson tried to draw an offensive foul, but the refs weren't going to have it. So Gunnar Erickson pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Shot is no good. Gavin Shumway now coming down. So kind of what the Panthers were doing so good, where they were running offense and getting the ball passed around. Now they're settling for quick shots, and Bobcats are running some offense. So 43-22, 21-point lead for the Panthers. 3:23 left here on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Brock Johnson bringing it up on the left-hand side. He'll pass it to Erickson. Erickson to Schwann. Schwann into Queen, wide open for a layup there, and Cade Queen up and good. Just running a tight little inside screens there from high post to low post, and got him wide open. McCoy Longwell looking for a screen from his brother. Slip screen there. Pass it to Hadley Johnson. Ball gets stolen away by Erickson. Erickson has numbers. A little scoop pass there to Jet Schwann. Great pass from Erickson, and bucket for them. So spreads the lead back up to 25. Hadley Johnson bringing the ball up for the Bobcats. And pass it over to Gavin Shumway, looking for a screen from Cord. Cord will post up now on Brock Johnson. He's going to look to make a move baseline. He'll pass it out as he tries to kick it out to the sideline. He'll throw it out of bounds. Looking for Gavin Shumway. And to check in for the first time is Monty Dukes getting ready to check in, as he hasn't been suited up for the Bobcats all season. But it looks like he's going to have an opportunity to play in this game. Marshall Lewis gets a bucket while talking about Monty Dukes coming in. So both Armani Dukes and Zach Casey set to check in for the Bobcats. A couple freshmen. Cord Simmerall is going to drive it in. He's going to drive in, force a shot up. Shot is up, is no good. But Cord Simmerall is going to have an opportunity to go to the line and score some more points.
Number 25, Cade Queen.
Foul then is on Cade Queen. It's his first foul, team's third foul. No fouls on the Bobcats in this half so far. 2:03 left, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, 49-22. Cord Simmerall's shot is up and is good. And Zach Casey will come in for McCoy Longwell, who looks like he's still hurting a little bit from that collision he took in the first quarter. And Monty Dukes looking to come in for Cord Simmerall, and Cord will make that second one as well. So an 8-point quarter there for Cord Simmerall, so going to have to get him a quick break, but he's kind of the one coming up with points for the Bobcats, so I have to get him a quick rest and get him back in unless somebody else can step up and start scoring some points. And like I said, Armani Dukes for the first time will come in. Brock Johnson's shot is up. Looks like Jet Longwell is going to get called for the foul there. That'll be his first foul. Team's first foul. It was on the floor, so Gunnar Erickson set to take the ball out. Cade Queen pass to a backdoor cut there from Brock Johnson. And Brock Johnson for another bucket there. Good pass from Jet Schwan. Gavin Shumway, as he gets at the top of the key, passes over to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty passes it over to Monty Dukes, looks to try to pass it inside to Jet Longwell, and pass goes awry and goes out of bounds. So ball will come into Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson will walk it up. Minute 33 left here in the third quarter, 51-24. Pass it over to Gunnar Erickson, and he'll pass it down into Cade Queen, passes it back out to Lewis, and Marshall Lewis knocks down the three. So although the Bobcats started out pretty hot in this quarter, now they're coming back. Jet Longwell with the pass, Monty Dukes gets it just ripped away by Caden Queen. Gunnar Erickson gets a pass. Alex Jordan, good defense there by Hadley Johnson. Hadley Johnson's going to get called for the foul, but it looks like he played good defense on that. And even still, a good foul is not to just let up an easy layup either. So he's going to send Alex Jordan to the rebound, or to the free throw line. Just a second team foul. Hadley Johnson, just his first foul. First, the free throw is up and no good by Alex Jordan. Ellis Weber and Will Cole set to check in for Hadley Johnson and Zach Hasty. So Alex Jordan set to shoot a second free throw here. Just under a minute left here in the third quarter, 54-24, 30-point game. And Alex Jordan makes the second. 6 points for him in the game. Gavin Shumway calling for a screen from Armani. Gavin Shumway crossover dribble. Looks like he'll lose the dribble, and it'll be a backcourt violation as he's calling for a screen from Monty, but was looking to post up. Bobcats walking back and have to be ready for Panthers coming. Hyde with it, pass over to Jordan. Jordan to Queen. Marshall Lewis with another three. Step back, shot is up, no good. Rebound by William Cole. Will Cole going to bring it up the right-hand side. Looks to pass it over, gets it to Gavin Shumway. Gavin left open, long three. Shot is up and is good. So 3 threes for Gavin Shumway in the game for 9 points. And Brock Johnson here will drive it too hard to the elbow of the key. He'll get it to Marshall Lewis. Marshall Lewis drive in with the left hand, pass it to Hyde. He'll hand it off to Lewis, who hands it off to Johnson. Brock Johnson up at the top of the key. He's looking, 10 seconds left here. Alex Jordan pass over to Jace Hyde. Now he'll drive baseline. Shot's not there. He'll pass it to Matt Lewis. Marshall Lewis, shot is up, no good. Jet Longwell comes down. The rebound. So 28-point lead here for the Powell Panthers, 55-27 at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back after this.
One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Thermopolis Athletics. Enjoy some of the finest prime rib around at One-Eyed Buffalo every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You cannot beat their menu full of mouth-watering items like the bison burger or the many different varieties of mac and cheese. Top it off with one of their locally brewed adult refreshments on tap. One-Eyed Buffalo Brewing Company, 528 Broadway in Thermopolis. Seven Lazy S Cafe and Bar in Thermopolis invites you to try the best breakfast in Wyoming. Try some of the hit dishes like the biscuits and gravy, the chicken fried steak, and the huevos rancheros. If it translates to ranch eggs, you know it'll be good. Try over 20 breakfast items on the menu. Find the kind of cooking that keeps you wanting more at 109 South 6th Street in Thermopolis. 7 Lazy S Cafe and Bar. Open Friday through Tuesday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for dinner, 4:30 to 9 p.m.
All right, and we're back here for Bobcat basketball, visiting the Powell Panthers on their home court. And Bobcats trailing 55-27. Not a good quarter again Well, better quarter for the Bobcats as they were just outscored 18-16, so a better output for the Bobcats, but again, defensively unable to stop the Panthers from scoring, so trailing by 28 in the game. Gunnar Erickson with the ball here, passes to Stinnerson. He'll pull up for an 18-footer, hard off the glass, shot is up, no good. Erickson really struggled with his shot today. Still has 9 points in the game, but not what he's used to scoring. Marshall Lewis with the ball, he'll get it back out to Stinnerson, pass out to Alex Jordan. Alex Jordan, one dribbled baseline. Good box out by Ellis Weber. Cord Simmerall will come down with the rebound, get it into William Cole's hands. And then a tough pass from Will Cole, tries to pass to Ellis Weber. Ball will go off of his hands and go out of bounds. So a lot of Bobcats just kind of hanging their heads and walking up and down the court. They're going to have to get some energy here to get back into this game. Gunnar Erickson will pass off to Alex Jordan. Alex to Hyde. Hyde to Marshall Lewis. Marshall Lewis to Stinnerson up at the high post. And pass it out to Erickson. Erickson and drive in. Pass it out to Stinnerson. Stinnerson, opportunity for three-pointer. Shot is up, no good. Gets his own rebound. And it'll come back to Hyde. Hyde passes it down into Stinnerson. Stinnerson more in his range. Shot is up, no good, as Cord Simmerall tries to come down with it. Looks like Alex Jordan will pick up his second foul. That'll be the team's fourth foul. Cord Simmerall doing a good job of coming down with the rebound, securing it, as Alex Jordan tries to knock it away. Brock Johnson and Jet Schwann check in. Gavin Shumway set to check in for the Bobcats as well, as Ellis Weber will bring it up for the Bobcats. Pass over to William Cole. Jet Longwell looked to set a screen. Cord Simmerall from the top of the key. Shot is up and is no good. Looks like that'll be off the Bobcats as they knock it out of bounds. And Gavin Shumway will check in for Ellis Weber after being in for about 90 seconds into the fourth quarter. 6:25 left here, 55-27. Jet Schwann with the ball. He'll pass it off to Marshall Lewis. Stinnerson thinks about a three again. He'll get it to Gunnar Erickson. Gunnar Erickson spin move baseline. Tough shot up, no good. Good defense there by McCoy Longwell. Cord Simmerall. Cord comes down with the rebound, gets it to Gavin Shumway at about half court. Gavin's going to drive all the way in. Good head fake, step across. Shot is up, no good. Kind of lost his footing there. And Marshall Lewis will get it, but Gavin Shumway will poke it away from behind there, and he'll get the ball, step back. Just looking for somebody to cut and get open for him. Gets it into Cord Simmerall's hands. Cord will drive baseline. Tough shot coming. Shot is up. A lot of contact, but no good. Marshall Lewis comes down with the rebound. Gunnar Erickson will tough shot up and under. No good. Brock Johnson with the rebound. Jet Longwell with the rejection. Gavin Shumway will come away with it. And Gavin dribbling through pressure, but Brock Johnson steals it back to Stinnerson. Stinnerson not wanting to get blocked again, and as Stinnerson goes up for the shot, looks like Jet Longwell either adjusted his shot or and maybe blocked it again. Ball ends up going out of bounds off of Jet. So Powell Panthers will get the ball into Stinnerson. Stinnerson will pass it over to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson back to Stinnerson. Stinnerson to Jet Schwann. Jet Schwann drives into the post, gets it back to Brock Johnson. Hands it off to Marshall Lewis. To Schwann, back to Johnson. And it looks like they're going to call an offensive foul. And that will go against Jet Schwann. It'll be his second, team's fifth. And looks like we're going to get a quick timeout here. And we will take a break as well, as the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 5:06 left in the game. Panthers 55, Bobcats 27. We'll be right back after this.
When you think about wellness, do you think about long walks, nutrition, having a personal trainer? No matter what your idea of wellness looks like, you can find yourself at Gotchi Gym. Their 1,900 square foot facility makes them one of the largest gyms open to the public in Wyoming. Be the best version of yourself with state-of-the-art equipment from senior to strongman. Take advantage of having a bistro on site as well as a certified NASM personal trainer. Take the first step in reaching your goals. Gotchi Gym. Gotchi Rehabilitation is always looking for new team members. See more at gotchi.org.
All right, we're back after the 30-second timeout. 5:06 left here in the fourth quarter. 55-27. Panthers leading your Bobcats. Bobcats looking to check the ball back in here. No scoring by either team in this quarter. Nearly 3 minutes gone in this quarter, and neither team has scored. Both have had great opportunities, been able to connect on anything. Cord Simmerall, tough pass to Will Cole. He'll catch it, drive it in, pass it over to Gavin Shumway. Gavin Shumway will pull back for a three again, knocks down another three. His fourth three-pointer in the game. So again, minus Jet Longwell's two, only Gavin Shumway, Cord Simmerall scoring for the Bobcats. Pass it to Gunnar Erickson up at the top. Pass it over to Brock Johnson. Brock Johnson's going to drive baseline. Pass it out to Marshall Lewis. Marshall Lewis left wide open. And he's going to knock down the three. Marshall Lewis with 10 points in the game as well for the Bobcats. Cord Simmerall gets it. He'll throw a tough pass to Will Cole. Ball will go out of bounds. And it will go to the Powell Panthers. Brock Johnson will take the ball out of bounds. He'll pass it to Marshall Lewis. And Bobcats need to get turned around as they're just leaving guys wide open. They're just hanging their heads and kind of walking up the court after turning the ball over. And Will Cole will get that foul called on him. It'll be the team's third foul, 4:09 left. But again, I understand, turning the ball over, but now all the Bobcats are just kind of hanging their head and walking slowly back, and Powell Panthers are still coming. So need to get in and play a little bit tougher defense here. Stinnerson with the ball. He's going to get it out to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan passes it back out to Marshall Lewis. Brock Johnson head fakes to the three-pointer. Backdoor cut from Erickson, not there, so he'll pass it out to Jet Schwan. Jet Schwan to Lewis, down into Stinnerson, back out to Lewis. Lewis is going to shoot again. It's been hot there. It's been left wide open a number of times. Jet Longwell with the rebound gets it to William Cole. William Cole passes it to Jet Longwell. Jet will get it back up to McCoy. McCoy's going to step back for a three. Three is up and good. So McCoy Longwell is scoring now for Bobcats. So only three scored here in the fourth quarter, two for the Bobcats, one for the Panthers. Brock Johnson will drive in. He'll look to pass it to Schwan off his chest high up. Brock Johnson comes down with the pass that goes off of Schwan's chest. Good give and go there by Jet Schwan and Erickson, but good defense from McCoy as he flew in and made him kind of adjust his shot. Gavin Shumway now with the ball on the far side. He's going to drive to the top of the key. Long three by him as well. Shot is up, no good. Marshall Lewis going to come down with the rebound. He's going to look to get the ball into Erickson's hands. As Bobcats getting ready to set to check in group of five, as well as the Panthers kind of clearing their benches to get some time in here. The last 2:40 of the game, 58-33. So 25-point lead for the Panthers. Brock Johnson pass it up to the top here to Marshall Lewis. Stinnerson, I apologize. He'll get the offensive board, turn around, shoot it. No good. Good save by Jet Longwell to Gavin Shumway. Gavin Shumway is going to pass it over to Cord Simmerall. Cord passes it up to William Cole, over to Gavin Shumway. Gavin passes inside, gets knocked away. And looks like Jet Longwell is going to get a foul here on the loose ball. And that'll be his second foul, team's fourth foul. And as all 10 guys come off the court, 10 new come on, so try to get their names as the ball comes to them. Evan Whitlock will take the ball out, and he's going to pass it into Kiana Wisniewski. Wisniewski here at the top of the key, going to pass it back over to Whitlock. Whitlock drives hard to the corner, and Wisniewski knocks down a three, and I think he knocked down a number of threes in the JV game as well. Zach Casey with the ball now. Monty Dukes pass over to Canyon Gerber. Canyon Gerber to Ellis Weber. He's waiting for a screen from Brody Potter. Brody setting up good in the middle of the key. Now needs to go up for a shot and pass out to Zach Casey. Zach Casey shot is up, no good. Rebound by Armani Dukes. Shot is up, no good. And looks like Kiana Wisniewski will come back down to it. Somebody needs to pick him up, or he's going to, and as he was getting ready to drive in for a shot, it looks like the coach calls a quick timeout just to get one of his players in as well, as Jace Hyde is the lone senior out there, gets to be celebrated as he comes off the court as well. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard shows 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Powell Panthers 61, Thermopolis Bobcats 33. So Bobcats will come out after the break here. Just a quick timeout again so that Coach Henney could get his player in to celebrate Jace Hyde as he comes off as well. So currently we got Canyon Gerber, Ellis Weber, Zach Hasty, Brody Potter, and Armani Dukes out. Didn't see Del Dukes today come on the floor, who's played a role on the team a number of games here. So not sure if something was going on there as well. Shot by Cade Queen is up and is good. So Bobcats will bring the ball down. Ellis Weber over to Canyon Gerber. Canyon Gerber set, looking for a cutter there, looking for a screen as well. He'll pass it back over to Ellis Weber. Ellis pass it over, back up to Gerber at the top, get it to Zach Casey. They're going to set a screen here. Gets it to Armani Dukes. Canyon Gerber catches it. He's looking to direct traffic a little bit. Screen and roll. Canyon Gerber pulls up for three. Almost misses it, or almost makes it, misses it though. And it looks like Evan Whitlock will come down with it. Wisniewski will get it. He'll pass it over to the corner. And Trevin Schultz will knock down a three for the Panthers as well. So 33-point lead, 30 seconds left. Ellis Weber drives in, and Cade Queen comes down with the rebound. He's going to pass it up to Evan Whitlock, passes it over to Trevin Schultz, and Trevin Schultz gets 5 quick points here for the Powell Panthers. 13 seconds left, and going to pass it over to Ellis Weber. Ellis Weber looking for a screen and roll from Brody Potter. He'll pass it to Monty Dukes. Monty thinks about a three. He'll pass it out to Zach Hasty. 2 seconds left. Zach Hasty with the shot on the buzzer is up and is no good. So as the game comes to an end, Powell Panthers 68, Thermopolis Bobcats 33. We're going to take a short break here, and then we'll come back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show just shortly after this.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and we're back here for our Click It or Ticket post-game show. And again, not a lot to talk about here as we as Bobcats go out, losing this one 68-33. Looks like the Vermont Bobcats will have regionals next week, and it'll start on Thursday. That'll be at Mountain View. So, and and so really a tough game for the Bobcats. A lot of just kind of hanging their head, walking back on defense. Just once they kind of got down early, they just really struggled to kind of get back into this one. So hopefully they'll come to regionals with a lot more energy, ready to play. You know, you have to win 2 games in order to make it to state, and that's got to be the goal as they go in. It can look a number of different ways. You know, they don't have to be consecutive wins, but they need to have 2 wins. So that's got to be the goal when they come, is to, number one, your goal has to be try to make it to Saturday. Only way you make it to Saturday is you win 1 game. So that's got to be the initial goal, is to win 1 game to be playing on Saturday. But as we move forward here with the Click It or Ticket post-game show, we also want to do the stats for the game presented by One Eye Buffalo. Again, thank you for your sponsorship on that. Not a lot of scoring here. 4 in the books for the Bobcats, 2 for Jet Longwell, 3 for McCoy Longwell. Gavin Shumway with those 4 threes for a total of 12 points, and Cord Simmerall scoring 16. 8 in the first half, and then 16 in the third quarter, nothing in the fourth quarter. So he scored 16 points. As far as the Powell Panthers, they had a number of 10 different scores in the books here. Marshall Lewis with 10 points, Brock Johnson with 12, Trey Stinnerson with 4, Keanu Wisniewski comes in off the bench with 3, Jace Hyde, the lone senior, with 9 points there, Jet Schwan with 6, Cade Queen with 4, Gunnar Erickson with 9, Alex Jordan with 6, and Trevin Schultz coming off the bench with 5 as well late in the game for a total of 68. So 68-33, not a lot of positives to talk about for the Bobcats going into regionals, other than we like to see them really pick it up. They've got to do some good things and look to come out fast, and again, their defense leads their offense, so like to see some pressure there. Again, want to thank One Eye Buffalo for your stats of the game, and the Click It or Ticket post-game show as well. Like I said, when we find out when games are, we'll let you know as quick as possible. Like I said, Bobcats boys team will be playing Lyman for sure, and then I'm not sure for the girls team. So also a shout out to John C. Johnson, as he helped with running the cameras today as well. That helped me out a lot, so I appreciate him doing that as well. I will be present at regionals, so look for those notifications as we move forward for this. Other than that, I appreciate you spending some time on 101.7 KDNO and listening to us on the radio, or those of you that were streaming us live on Wild Today, the channel on YouTube. Appreciate you as well, and all of our sponsors. That will do it for us today, and we look forward to seeing you at regionals in Mountain View this weekend. Have a great day.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Wingard, 435 Arapahoe Street,